things on my other well, actual streams themselves. Looks like Rumble seems good to go. Let's go ahead and go to YouTube, update the thumbnail. Okay, the thumbnail's up to date. Good. Rumble. Oh great, I need to close off my heater room. So I may need that before we really get started. Come on out. Show me. There we go. Live watching now for Rumble. I think everything's good on my streams. I just need... as I hit my headphones, I need to double check my other computer, as well as perhaps close my heater door so you don't hear all that background noise. Yep, I'm back at my computer. Doesn't look like I've dropped any frames. And I think everything is good to go. So let's go and get started. My game's a little bit quiet. May need to double check that. Oh, let's go ahead and start from the bottom. Looks like perhaps two newer players? Or two players that haven't really getting much game time in. Just go and double check something over here. Yep, I think that's good to go. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the north or south side as the Red Farseer of Dingus Khan. Spawn on the north side as the Farseer, we have Silinos. So it's Farseer versus Farseer. One more of a yellowish color, the other one more of a darkish color. So it looks like there's good color contrast as well, and not both of them using the same colors. So it's like both players do not know how to do an Eldar mirror. PowerPoint being captured up. PowerPoint being captured up. Looks like Red's eyeing for some early power. Blue's eyeing for power and requisition. Just a bit more of a close capture area. Or capture pattern. Just trying to capture points. Farseer captured the requisition points. So is these Howling Banshees. Both sides gone for Howling Banshees and the Guardians.
We will stand against any enemy.
And this VP is being captured up now. Guardian Squad dancing around, a little bit indecisive. Maybe find some light cover here to help engage stuff that may run by. Because putting some guys right here or here would give them quite a bit of damage in. Usually a lot of players run around one or two squads in that region.
They have us, so they resist us.
Howling Banshees not being pursued by the opposing Farseer. We got this Farseer engaging the Howling Banshees as well, but this time there's Guardians here to support as well. The other Howling Banshees squad is not really advancing as the Howling Banshees start pursuing the Guardian squad. We got the other Guardian squad now engaging. Now the Farseers are one's running away from the other. This Howling Banshees is trying to engage the Howling Banshees. Good damage on the Howling Banshees, forcing them back as the Guardian Squad does get forced back as well. Farseer is trying to tie up the Guardian Squad as well. And he is go ahead and make a withdrawal away from the opponent. We got an aspect of strengthening already being researched on both the Howling Banshees. And reinforcements for this other one. And this Guardian Squad is receiving quite a bit of fire from, well, the Guardian Squad.
The enemy is claiming.
We got 2 generators deployed on out there. They're being completed just now. No generators up here. Got quite a bit of requisition. Maybe I need to requisition something. That was a horrible pun.
Adding warp generator.
And now we've got the 2 generators going down as well. Red will ever have an ever so slight power advantage, I think.
Tell us our task.
The task is to run around and slice stuff. Sorry, whenever they start talking like that, I had to sort of reply back. This game seems a little bit quiet, so I may need to update the audio a little bit.
Our foe.
Look, could be just the choir music right now.
Generator operational.
Looks like Blue has gone for another generator as well. Got plasma grenade research here. Howling Banshees could receive a plasma grenade or can get inside the garrison here.
Of infantry.
Going for a shield generator there. Will be spotted. Oh wait, that's his guy with plasma grenades. My mistake. You would imagine the red and red color would be great to indicate that's red, as opposed to yellow and blue. These Howling Banshees and Guardians are not moving in just yet. This point may be deactivated there. We do have a Guardians weapon team deployed on out. And we do have a Guardians weapon team being deployed out by Blue as well. Farseer not engaging glorious melee against a power generator. But the Howling Banshees will not. Trying to move forward to engage these forces here. We may see a plasma grenade onto the Howling Banshees. Though one of the Farseer does avoid it. Howling Banshees and Howling Banshees now engaging. Both of them shout in each other's faces. And now the Guardian squads, one of them did get hit by the shout there as well. This one did get severely wounded. The Farseer does fall back in time. This Howling Banshee will escape on out there. Has 20 health remaining. The Howling Banshees will now fall back as well. Received quite a bit of fire there. Will escape off 2 of its models. This Guardian squad, however, received quite a bit of fire as well. And this one may go down to 15, 14, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4 health. And will escape on out of there. Guardian's weapon teams now advancing. Got this Guardian weapons team as well. So the Guardian weapon teams will spot each other right there. Looks like, I think Blue may have set up first, but he's in light cover. Green has packed, or Red has packed up and redeployed it up there. I think he could have won now because he had heavy cover there, but his redeploy there is what made him lose.
The Typhon Seal has passed.
Time speed's passed? No, you're Eldar. Speed is what you have.
We must save the lost ones.
Now the lost ones are lost. Don't need to save them. Sorry, I always like to reply back to those lines. Over here, we do got the Guardian squads advancing. Howling Banshees here to support them as well. They have reinforced and healed up for the most part. Tier 2 both being researched by both players. They've gone for very similar builds.
We are losing a power node to the enemy.
And this requisition point is being decaptured. We've got a webway gate being deployed out by Blue. No webway gate back here as well, so that's its only webway.
We have our prize.
Guardians Web team does get some heavy cover there, very nice.
I have spotted.
And these forces will be spotted. Does go ahead and set on up. It does get some suppression there, very nice. Over here, these forces are sort of skirting around, setting up a bit of a front line. But now Blue's going to be eyeing to hit his opponent's generators. Over here, this point has not been repaired up, but still alive. These forces are going pretty deep. There may be some gen bashing on both sides. But Blue will go ahead and strike first. He will get 1 generator, probably all 3.
Their generator is smashed.
Just going to deactivate the point now. We do have these forces rotating over. The Guardian Weapon team and the Farseer. Both Farseers have not been upgraded. This point's being deactivated for us. And the point does go down there. Guardian's weapon team is inside the garrison. The Howling Banshee, not Howling Banshee, but Farseer herself does type the Guardian weapon team up in melee.
To the enemy.
Howling Banshees will potentially get some strikes there. No, they're not going to capture the power point whatsoever right now. Maybe a good idea to continuously hit them, but good idea to help grab Siphon off some power. We got this point being decaptured, so it's probably a good idea to start slicing down the other generators. And the victory point now being decaptured. Blue does have a slight advantage.
The plan has changed.
They may hear a sound from my phone. Damn spam calls. Guardians here. Of course, we have only one combat package here. What's called battle equipment, not combat package. And for red, we do have one as well. So similar. We do have a Falcon here deployed out by blue. That's maybe the point where they both go over the same items. Well, we got two Falcons out. Now we do have the heavy weapons, the Guardian's weapon team now receiving quite a bit farther. He will need to get out of the garrison. The Farseer herself may go down. She has plenty of health remaining. He will need to get outside the garrison. He's in prone to being wiped now. He does need to keep this weapon team alive for the Bright Lance, and now has lost a couple of models right there. And now this Guardian here is receiving quite a fire and does get wiped out. Taking it out, of course, remove the ability building a Bright Lance. This one's now being upgraded to Bright Lance now. Rear armor hits onto the Falcon from the Falcon. And over here at this point, looks like it has been deactivated, but will need to be captured up. And this point is just decaptured.
Engines ready. Where are we needed?
Neither Falcon has been upgraded. The shield generator. Bright Lance sitting on up. Could have got a good rearmor hit there. Does load up the Guardians inside the Falcon.
Strategic location.
Enemy batter at our thrust.
Does spot the activated point here, not the Webway Gate. The Webway Gate being alive is quite important. We got another Guardian weapon team here being immediately upgraded to Bright Lance. And this Farseer is pushing his way forward. Both Farseers have not received any sort of upgrade, and now got Warp Spires for the Red Farseer, the Southern Farseer. Farseer will fall back and will go down there. Falcon, Guardians weapon teams, and the Bright Lance are advancing. Bright Lance need to retarget. This Bright Lance has received lots of good hits there on the Falcon. The Falcon will go... No, yeah, it will go down to the Falcon. The Northern Dawn of Farseer player has lost quite a bit of force right now. Got this Falcon advancing, trying to get some good damage on in. And we'll get some good rearmor hits there. Bright Lance does not fire any more shots. Starting to rotate the gun now. And set on up on position there, but does go and skirt around. Has been redeployed there. May be able to get up another Bright Lance shot off. All depends if whether or not he packs on up or not. He is exposed. Howling Banshee is going to tie up the Bright Lance up in melee, but decided to tie up the Guardian squads up in melee. Howling Banshees are triggering their Banshee Exarch leader, and she does have equipped an ET melee weapon there. This one's also being upgraded to Exarch leader. It's going for the Falcon, but getting ripped apart by the Howling Banshees.
They're attacking from range.
The Exarch leader will manage to survive. Bright Lance letting on up. Finds a hit there on the Falcon. Another hit there as well, and will go down there.
We have downed the vehicle.
That was completely his mistake there. Now we've got a Warlock leader on this Guardian squad, while the other one is currently just unupgraded.
An Exarch emerges from the Warp Spider Shrine.
Both players have deployed out a Warp Spider now. And we've got these Guardian squads behind some heavy cover. This Banshee squad is quite wounded. Guardian squad is advancing. Will be forced to fall back. Howling Banshee does shout a little bit early. Both of them are currently suppressed. Plasma grenade thrown there, getting a great hit there. Another plasma grenade thrown there. Getting one of the Howling Banshee models there. And looks like the Guardians squad will get fully wiped out.
We have depleted their number.
Howling Banshee or Warp Spiders has teleported on forward. They got this Guardian Squad here. It has not been upgraded, so this is now being upgraded to combat package or the battle equipment. And looks like the webway gate still has not been spotted there. It does teleport forward, try and tie him up in melee. Guess it doesn't tie him up in melee.
They loose fire upon us.
Does get some good damage there. They're not back there onto the Warp Spider. Does teleport away. Howling Banshee does shout at the Howling Banshees. That is a Psychic Storm being deployed out by the Ruined Armor, giving the Farseer more health, energy, and energy regen. Psychic Storm's more of a channel of suppression and damage.
Our guardians have given their lives.
Guardian Squad is getting ripped apart by the Warp Spiders. They do fall back now.
Newly gained ground.
The enemy has targeted us. We listen.
Does teleport away there. Has 4 out of 5 models. This Warp Spider Squad is getting Warp Spider Exarch leader now. As well as Aspect the Warp Spider. Aspect the Warp Spider, of course, grants the Haywire Grenade. As well as, I believe, a bit of damage there. This guy looks weird not to get the Warp Spider Aspect the Warp Spider just yet. Haywire Grenade. Also grants XR dual death spinners, which may be just a general damage upgrade. I'm not exactly sure. Guardian Squad has not captured the point there. Does get interrupted. Throws a plasma grenade to ward away the Howling Banshees.
Our guardians have given their lives for our cause.
Looks like the Guardian Squads have both of them have the Warlock leader. Also, the Warlock leader is relatively a rare upgrade. You usually actually don't see it all too often.
The Temple Exarch leads us, Banshees. To take this round will be one.
Psychic Storm ability not being utilized on that. Guardian Squad does get back in the heavy cover there. And the Farseer does see some damage. She has been upgraded with the Spirit Stone ability. And the other Farseer has not been redeployed. More heavy cover being deployed on now. No Warlock leader on that squad. Right now they're just kind of dueling out at long range. Warp Spiders now engaging. Looks like onto the Guardian Squad, not on the shield generator itself, but the shield generator is now quite wounded.
Lead from cover to cover.
Howling Banshees do shout, does get some suppression there. As this Guardian Squad does fall back. This one will need to fall back real shortly. See quite a bit of fire there and will not be falling back. Farseer now pushes her way forward. No upgrades on her just yet. Still just level 1 as well. The other one is level 2, almost level 3. And this Farseer will need to fall back shortly. She's about ready to get wiped out. Does get a nice special attack there, knocking back that group. As the Warp Spiders do see some hits there from the Howling Banshees. Warp Spiders engage the Warp Spiders. The Warp Spiders engage the Howling Banshees. And the Guardian Squad does fall back. Does avoid the plasma grenade there as well.
The craft world is our home, and we are her guardians.
And this webway assembly webway gate has not been spotted yet either.
We have
Draw
succeeded
cut
in
from
our
melee?
objective.
I'm not so sure what that means. Another Warp Spider Squad has been put up by red, while blue's going for tier 3. But blue does have enough for a Eldritch Storm as well, so there could be a nuke.
Caution has placed
The enemy has targeted us.
The Warp Spiders receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Will need to fall back very shortly. Lost the Exarch leader and gets annihilated. Complete waste of a squad. He was not paying
The enemy
attention.
has 200 points remaining.
Kenzo's Warp Spider squads, maybe a good idea to get out some... Oh, nice stealth ability there. And maybe a good idea to get out some Wraith Guard. There's already Bright Lights on food, so you really want to avoid weapons. Seer Council wouldn't be half bad either. Good suppression there. This Howling Banshee squad is getting hit by the Guardian squads. Farseer will need to fall back very shortly. Nope, she goes down. Howling Banshee squad does fall back as well.
The shots came from that direction.
It does get that Webway assembly or Webway gate there spotted as well. This Webway gate does get spotted as well. Guardian weapon teams have seen quite a bit of fire, and it looks like the Guardian squad will fall back or gets fully wiped out. So now Red can deploy out a vehicle and doesn't worry about a vehicle weapon at the moment. Good damage there on the generator, but Blue does have plenty of power. Enough power for a Fire Prism, and pretty close to enough power for a Avatar of War.
The battle goes our way, for now. The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Hear a bunch of angry ladies shouting. The Banshees do fall back. Got the Bright Lance trying to fire away against the Howling Banshees. Over here, the Guardian squad's engaging the Warp Spider. Does get some great focus firing there. Will force them back. As these Warp Spiders do teleport back to some heavy cover. Psychic Storm now being utilized. Does go and suppress the Howling Banshee there. Throws a Plasma Grenade on them. That's going to be a successful Plasma Grenade. And Howling Banshees are almost wiped out. Those is the leader. This Howling Banshee squad will escape on out of there, but barely. Farseer is trying to make it so she doesn't escape on out. Warp Spiders go for a nice teleport forward, gets the wipe on the Howling Banshee as well. It's not looking for, good for Blue. Saving up for quite something expensive. Maybe a good idea to go for Fire Prism rather than trying to go for the Avatar of Wood. And we do have now a Seer Council being deployed up by red points. He may be backing out of the game. He's lost quite a bit.
Guardians have come afield.
Red's gone for tier 3 as well. Has quite a bit of requisition stored up. Triple capture against Blue as well. The tickets rapidly counting down.
Structure cleared of enemies.
Oh, something was cast in right there. That may have been the Spirit Stone ability. It is the Elite mod. Seer Council advancing, trying to get some good damage there onto the Warp Spider. Warp Spider does teleport away. Plasma Grenade thrown there, but looks like Flores hits on forces. Seer Council will need to fall back. Gets a nice special attack there, knocking out the force. Guardian squads are still firing away. The Blue Farseer is still down. Seer Council is almost down. Should be able to escape on out there. One more hit there. And good damage there as well by the Psychic Storm ability. This is the PowerPoint will be decaptured.
Losing a power node to the enemy.
I lost one, yeah. Looks like he's about ready to cast in the towel. He's lost quite a bit so far.
The reinforcements are most welcome.
Triple capture. So yeah, I think they're just chatting for the rest of the game. There's still a minute left.
We have 100 points remaining.
Saying he said he did a good job of upgrades and timing. He overall did a good job keeping ahead of the curve when it comes to teching, that's for sure. But just had poor control of his units. Triple capture, yep. Looks like they're just going to spend the rest of the game just chatting. And here's our... And yep, that's the end of the replay. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, nice little mirror matchup. Couple critical mistakes and you just lose everything. So yep, let's on to the next replay. Back. History. Delete this one. And for this one, looks like a Space Marine versus Imperial Guard. Could be Ordo Malleus. And here we are. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the top left side as the Lord General, we have 40% Cry. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Force Commander, we have Irish Dwarf. Looks like I got a pretty standard build opener here. Tactical Marines, probably to another Scout. And actually a little bit different build order for the Lord General. We got an Imperial Guardsman into Sentinel. Usually it's the other way around.
My fury knows no bounds.
Requisition point being captured on up, so is this one here. Tactical Marine Squad eyeing for the central VP. And up here we do have the Imperial Guardsmen going for the requisition in PowerPoint as well. Nothing too focused. Lord General's making his advance towards the center of the map.
Field asset location secure.
And his requisition point has been captured. PowerPoint will be the site of the first engagement in the game. Imperial Guardsman, of course, gets the first shot in, but the Force Commander is going to just walk up and start slashing them. Imperial Guard Squad does fall back. No Sergeant upgrade on them just yet. They do drop a model. And now the Sentinel is advancing. We do have the Stomp upgrade being researched momentarily, and completely whiffs.
Fury is my sword.
We're seeing that Stomp upgrade there now. Now you can safely pursue the Sentinel, no problem. Of your Imperial Guardsmen, no Sergeant upgrade onto them. Capture the requisition point. We got another Tactical Marine Squad here, so a little bit unusual build order as well. Not going for a second Scout, going straight for 2 Tactical Marines. Good damage there onto the Sentinel. He's trying to skirt around. No Sergeant upgrade in either Tactical Imperial Guardsmen. We do have 1-2 generators deployed now, and just only the active point being activated now. Tactical Marine Squads are seeing quite a bit of fire, trying to repair up the Sentinel now. Over down south, the Lord General has claimed the Southern VP, so now let's double capture against the Force Commander, and that is quite a bit of VPs now bleeding down against him. He has lost one of the soldiers, reinforcing it now. Does get a decent stomp there, only gets 2 of the models, however. And now the Imperial Guardsmen are forced into melee to the Tactical Marine Squad. Let's push forward to that heavy cover there. Tactical Marines try to tie up the Imperial Guardsmen in melee once again. Does drop a couple models there as well. We do got the other squad has been upgraded with this Sergeant as well. Now the Imperial Guardsmen are now fighting behind some light cover right there. As the Sentinel is receiving a bit too much fire, all 3 General Power Generators have been deployed up by the Imperial Guardsmen, while none has been deployed down south. Oh, that Sentinel does go down there. A little bit of an oversight there, letting the Sentinel go down like that. Lord General's received quite a bit of fire there. The Force Commander has finished off both the Stormtrooper escorts and does fall back. Power generators now under siege. Tactical Marine Squad is quite wounded, and he's not playing as a apothecary, so we'll get those guys healed up anytime soon. We'll find there's no point activated right there, which may be to his disappointment. Power generators receiving quite a bit of fire there, and now we do got the Sergeant upgraded onto this squad as well. Going for some heavy cover there, very nice, but the Force Commander is going to try to tie him up in melee. Not fully reinforced either. Receiving quite a bit of fire now. It does get forced to fall back. Sergeant is got left behind a little bit. Received a couple slashes there. Received quite a bit of fire on himself. One power generator has gone down. We've got the Lord General being redeployed on that without his other escort there.
Enemy is claiming a victory point.
And another Sentinel actually is being built by the Lord General. We actually don't even see that being rebuilt usually. This gets hit by the Transit Sentry guns there. Now the Sentinel has been redeployed there. And we got a Flamer on top of the Tactical Marine Squad. The Flamer's going to be good for some Imperial Guardsmen because there are a bunch of light units there. Does get the regenerator rebuilt there. Doesn't quickly through fire there. Does the activate point there. Quickly takes out the power generators now. He built that way too quickly. And now we're seeing massive amounts of fire there. This is not going well for the Imperial Guardsmen. Now we do also have the Assault Marines deployed on out. Not capturing the Central VP or the Southern VP. Lord General's not falling back. We see quite a bit of fire right there. And now the Imperial Guardsmen get ripped apart once again. That Marine squad is quite wounded as well. Both squads are quite wounded. They didn't fall back. It will maintain the requisition. Very little requisition bleed. And now the Scout Squad is receiving a bit of fire there as well. It does have the Stomp upgrade. And does not go for a Stomp. Maybe on cooldown still.
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic generator operational.
Victory point secured.
Assault Marines have captured the Central or Southern VP. Central one is going to be decaptured by the Lord General now. Lord General does get knocked back by the Assault Marine squad. We've got the Imperial Guardsmen here to support as well. Lord General should be decent in melee. It does go into try to fall back. If he keeps the Lord General up in melee, though, he just doesn't have enough health for that. He'll jump on top of the Imperial Guardsmen, getting them tied up in melee, and that would be a great engagement for the Assault Marines. Here we are being researched by the Lord General now. You may need to get out some Ogre to deal with these Assault Marines. Does fall back with the Imperial Guardsmen. Lord General may lose some of his escort soon. We may see a nice stomp right now. Does get all the force knocked back. It does gun down one of the Assault Marines there as well. Imperial Guardsmen and Lord General will need to fall back relatively shortly. Does fall back now. Received a bit too much fire there. Sergeant's tactical guards, Imperial Guard squad does fall back there as well, being forced back by the two squads. The point has not been reactivated there as well. We've got full power generators for the Force Commander. Overall, the Lord General is severely lacking any sort of resource there, as the Force Commander is falling them back now. Imperial Guardsmen just going to be engaging at range. Good stomp there, knocking back the Tactical Marine squad. Does start recapturing or decapturing that point. Flight squad getting burning up the Lord General, but he does go inside to tie him up in melee. But he's been low health the entire game, having trouble maintaining him out on the field. We got a Stormtrooper squad being on the field too. Now we've got the Flamer squad advanced as well, getting some great AoE damage. That Flamer squad is being very, very problematic. Hopefully the Stormtrooper gets upgraded with overcharged hotshot las guns, because he needs those frag grenades. Great knockback there onto the Flamer squad there. Lord General's making his advance. Stormtroopers remain unupgraded at the moment. And right now there's no points captured up by the Lord General. He needs to capture up many points as quickly as possible.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
This is going pretty deep with the squad here. It's quite wounded, not far from being fully reinforced. Some of the squad is advancing as well. Assault Marines are seeing a bit of automatic fire. He decided to jump on top of the squad there, completely whiffs. Now the Sentinel should be able to charge him forward and get a nice stomp. He does get two of the models there now. Force Commanders are advancing. War gear deployed, not Stormtroopers. not sure what got actually deployed on out. Assault Marines do jump on forward on top of the VP, but we're seeing quite a bit of focus fire there because it got a segmented jump. And now the Imperial Guard squad here will need to fall back. We're seeing a bit too much fire now. Imperial Guard squad is quite wounded as well. May need to fall back relatively shortly as well. Good stomp there. And the Stormtroopers will get a lot of free damage in right there. Trying to go for some melee hits there. The Force Commander could potentially go down, but I don't believe so. He has plenty of health remaining. So it's 44 health.
Guides us to victory.
Tactical Marine squad's now advanced. Both of them upgraded the Sergeant. Very nice.
We are losing a power node to the enemy.
Frag grenade thrown. Does have the Sergeant upgrade there. No shotguns. Now Stormtrooper's getting some good damage in there as well. It doesn't have the overcharged hot shot last gun, so no good frag grenade there. But the Flamer's getting some great damage there. They're all stacked up in one spot there. Imperial Guard squad is falling back as well. And creeping barrage ability is being called on in.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
Taking position in the brush.
Ready to serve.
Assault Marine squad advancing, trying to engage the Lord General. They should be able to jump on top of him, no problem. The problem is it really worth the energy because he's probably get taken out. Those bolt pistols getting the 2 Stormtrooper bodyguards as well. Trying to be reinforced with him now, able to distract the Assault Marines quite successfully. Does get a stun off a couple of mauls there, but no knockback there. Imperial Guards remember seeing quite a bit of fire there. Lord General does go down there. The Assault Squad is falling back. Does saw the Sergeant alive with it as well. Another Stormtrooper squad has blown out. Neither of them been upgraded. He can always upgrade them with Melta guns later on to ambush any sort of vehicle.
Initiates, follow me.
Press on to victory, Space Marines.
And looks like the Force Commander may get wiped out there, receiving lots of fire, but has over 100 health remaining, so should be able to skip on out of there. Flamer's advancing. May see a stomp onto the Tactical Marine squad. Does get a nice knockback on there. As we got the Stormtrooper now pushing his way forward, gains some great damage there onto that Tactical Marine squad. Scout squads are advancing. He has gone for a second delayed scout. Does get a nice shotgun blast there. May throw a frag grenade there. Does throw a frag grenade there. Does get some great damage from one of the Stormtrooper squads, which does fall back a bit. The other Stormtrooper squad has fallen back as well. Trying to repair up the signal in combat. Does get a good stomp there. Doesn't get any splash damage from his own guys as well. This scout squad with the shotgun does need to fall back. Quite wounded. Does manage to escape on out of there. Tactical Marine squad trying to tie up some of these forces up in melee. Lord General's at full health. No upgrades. Nor does the Force Commander have no upgrades either. Does get a milk bomb off of the Assault Marines there, quickly taking out that Sentinel. Another Kingdom Barrage ability coming on in, knocking back these forces.
Space Marine strikes.
Frag grenade thrown. Gets a good hit there on the Tactical Marine squad. Looks like one of them has been upgraded, the hot shot blast guns. Lord General's being reinforced as well. The other one's not being upgraded at the moment.
Rearming. The enemy falters, but he is not yet beaten.
Force Commander does fall back.
Scouts here. War gear deployed.
Go ahead.
And you got now both squads upgraded with shotguns and sergeants. Great knockback there, knocking back 2 squads there. Great frag grenade there. Getting a great deadly hit there. Stormtrooper squad does fall back. Got plasma guns on top of these Imperial Guardsmen. Getting some good damage there. This Imperial Guardsman squad will need fall back, however, shortly. Stormtroopers have gained at close range. Will not see a frag grenade on Tree Path. Does fall back with himself as well.
Research underway.
Moving to cover.
Central VP has been captured, so and Imperial Guardsmen trying to play out some more tank traps there. Does execute one of the models right there on this wounded squad. Does need to fall back. Though that may have not been the... That's actually the fight harder ability there from the melted guns. There was no Commissar right there. Dr. Marines trying to engage these forces here. Scouts push their way forward, trying to get some nice ambush from one of these squads. Getting some great damage there. Imperial Guard squad does fall back nice and early, as we still got the melted guns research on to the Lord General. Both of the Imperial Guard squads do fall back, as Lord General is engaging in melee. We'll need to fall back really shortly. We've seen a bit too much fire now. One of the stormtroopers, both the stormtrooper models do fall, go down as the Lord General is doing a full retreat now. Stormtroopers advancing, both of them upgraded hot shot las guns, or overcharged hot shot las guns. Assault kits, I should say.
Moving to the rocks.
Tactical Marines will see a bit of fire there. He may throw a frag grenade there. Does avoid the frag grenade.
The chapter calls and space.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Valor and duty. Death before dishonor.
Force Commander now receiving a bit of fire from the Inquisitors, or not from the regular stormtroopers.
Ready for duty.
And we don't see Stormguard veterans nor Vanguard veterans at the moment. Stormtroopers are receiving a bit of fire there. Flamer Squad is advancing. The Flamer Squad will soon be effective versus these forces. Stormtroopers do jump on in, forcing back both of those Stormtrooper squads as the Lord General is falling back. He has been upgraded to the Vox Operator.
This requisition point is acknowledged.
Stormtroopers do jump on forward, try to type with the Lord General. He partially does it. Another Creeping Barrage is now being deployed on out. Scout Squad does throw a frag grenade there. That's going to be a very deadly frag. Gains some great hits there and completely annihilates that Imperial Guard squad. Lord General is falling on back. He only has one Imperial Guard squad, so if he ever deploys out vehicles, that's his only source of repairs, at least at the moment. Shotgun's getting some great hits there onto the Imperial Guardsmen.
Do not let his sacrifice be in vain.
Right now, there is a capture against the Imperial Guardsmen. They do have very little ticks remaining, more than double.
Capturing one of our strategic points.
Grenade is thrown. We do have the Tactical Marine Squad receiving a bit of fire. Does throw out a frag grenade there. Largely misses it, however. Heavy Weapon Squad has been pulled out. We'll have a bit of trouble versus all the targets, especially with the Assault Marines out in the field. A lot of resource stockpile. He may be going for a Land Raider Crusader.
Ready, Terminator armor.
Or Terminator armor. Looks like he's actually going for Terminator armor for his Force Commander, which will upgrade him to a Force Commander, Terminator Force Commander, which is a squad replacement.
Enemy has 100 points remaining.
And now we got the Terminator Force Commander deployed on out. It does also change the location now, so now the Scout Squad is the leader, I think. No, it's grenade is thrown. Both grenades are thrown. Gets some great damage there on the heavy weapons team. Does go some follow-up shotgun blast, but he does go and escape on out of there as well. We got the Lord General's still up and going with the melted guns.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
The chapter calls and we answer.
Issuing new weapon loadouts.
I'm not sure what's being upgraded at the moment.
Your brothers stand
Ready for duty.
And maybe just a librarian being called on down. Could be from the Force Commander. Yeah, the Force Commander is now being upgraded to the Heavy Flamer.
Flamers ready.
Now you got the Flamer upgrade onto the Force Commander Terminator. And the Lord General does try to tie him up in melee. A little bit unsuccessful. Got the Imperial Guards now being jumped on in by the Assault Marines. And now the Heavy Weapons team as well. That will go ahead and force him back. Another Heavy Weapons team here, suppressing down the Assault Marines there. Tactical Marine Squad will get wiped out there, left out to dry. Terminator Force Commander does, of course, have the Heavy Flamer there. Heavy Weapons team is trying to suppress down the Scout Squad there. Receives a frag grenade there. Second frag grenade does connect. He should be able to retreat on back. And now you've got the Force Commander trying to tie up the Terminator Force Commander in melee. Let's have the Vox operator there as well. And plenty of health for the Force Commander. Library's now advanced as well. Currently not upgraded. And the librarian does fall on back.
Tactical Marines at the ready.
This Tactical Marine Squad has all levels of veterancy. Maybe not to get a good idea to get out Star Guard veterans with it because they're recessive veterancy. Assault Squad's proficiency 3. Now we've got regular Terminators now deployed now, so we've got some heavy infantry units, lots of heavy infantry units. Which will pose a bit of a problem to Imperial Guards, but we'll need to get a lot of plasma guns for that. Multiple grenades have been thrown. Did some great damage there. And now I think that's a heavy turret. No, that's more storm. Wait. That's a reinforcement drop pod, actually. So a reinforcement drop pod has been floated on out. Very nice. Terminators are seeing quite a bit of fire right now. And now we've got the Terminator Force Command now charging on forward. We've got the, looks like the Immolate ability, I believe is what it's called. Cleansing Flame ability, same difference. And now the Terminator Force Commander sees quite a bit of fire there, as well as the auto cannon receiving multiple frag grenades there. Completely gets wiped out. Stormtroopers could throw a frag grenade in return, but does fall back before it gets wiped out. Heavy turret has been blown out, but a little bit late for that, and now the Terminator Force Commander can get some great flanking shots there, but the Terminator Force Commander is now receiving quite a bit of fire. Scout Squads did not have enough energy for some grenades. Throw a grenade up here would be useful as well, and now the Terminator's turret for as well.
Victory will long be remembered in the halls of glory.
And the Force Commander has surrendered the game. This is Anna Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That's on. Well, we cast a replay with him earlier, so let's go on to this replay. Space Marines versus Chaos. And I don't hear any music. Speaking of which, I need to up the audio a little bit. It just seems a little bit quiet to me. And no music, so whenever there's no music, I have to restart the replay in order to get the music start going, because music in this game is good. And I want it playing. Oh, thank you for the follow, Francis 9895. And let's go ahead and get this one going. There's the music. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. So on the left side as the Red Chaos Lord, we have the Crid. So on the right side as the Force Commander, we have Red Rolla. And this map, if you ever double click on a character, it always like to bug them out. The camera follow. Good luck, fun. Go look, have fun. Thank you, you too. Pretty standard. Nice cordial. I can't speak today. One of those days where everything just goes wrong. Could go wrong, does go wrong. Chaos Marines into Chaos Heretics. We got the Tactical Marine Squad into Scout Squad. So pretty standard build openers as well, which is not bad. Heretics trying to capture up. Not. Oh yeah, that requisition point. We got now the Chaos Lord now advancing, trying to get some good shots there on the Tactical Marine Squads. Chaos Marines here to support the Chaos Lord as well. Force Command is coming down south. The Chaos Lord is very, very durable at this point in the game. That's going to get some good hits into the Force Commander now. Got the Tactical Marines and Scouts now firing on the Chaos Lord as the point being activated. So the Chaos Lord will be forced back really shortly. He can make it one attack in as well. Does get a little bit of healing from that special attack there. And does decide to soft retreat away. Heretics capture up the southern points as well as the VP. This point has been captured but not activated there. Chaos Lord is falling back, but should have plenty of health remaining. Chaos Marines seeing some shots there on the Force Commander as the Heretics trying to close in on the Tactical Marine Squad.
New weapon loadouts.
New weapon loadouts. Looks like this Scout Squad has been upgraded with shotguns. We do have the Force Commander now advancing forward, trying to hunt down these Chaos Marines. We do have the Heretic Squads going around capturing some more and more points as the northern points being captured up by the Scouts. First power generator being deployed on out. We do have one over here already built. And the Chaos Lord is receiving much needed health regen. We'll take a bit of time, however, to get that all healed up. Force Commander will see some fire there, but should be able to decapture the point, but shortly afterwards, he will need to fall back. There may be a knockback here, but not in time to stop the decapture. An ever so fraction of a second late. Force Commander being pursued. Chaos Heretics needs to go back and capture the point. One of them could activate a ritual as well to allow the Chaos Lord to advance quickly. We've got some Noise Marines been pointed out. Ready to hear the wubs.
Scouts ready.
Scouts capture the southern VP as we got the Tactical Chaos Marine Squads engage the Tactical Marine Squad. Heretics start making their advance as well. One of the squads will likely decapture the central VP, but not going for it actually. Going straight for the kill there. Of course, got the shotgun squad here. No sergeant upgrade just yet. Don't see any upgrades just yet. We got the Chaos Lord now engaging the Tactical Marine Squad now. We've got the Battle Cry ability being utilized by the Force Commander now. I believe that was Battle Cry ability. I hear the Norse Marines annihilates that generator there as well. The Norse Marines, of course, is an anti-building weapon. It does get some shots there onto the power node now. Power node does survive with 3 health. He's going to not take time to repair it up. It does decide to soft retreat away. You've got the scout squad trying to capture the requisition point. Does get forced back before it does. A nice ritual there, allowing the Noise Marines to run more quickly away from the Force Commander. We're going to take time to engage the Force Commander now. Does fall back the squad. You may see a shotgun knockback onto these Chaos Marine squads. He's trying to go for it. Force Commander does tie up the Noise Marines with melee. Got the Assault Marines now jumping on in. Both these squads at this point in time needs to fall back. Also got the Flavor Squad there. Good knockback there, but knocks back both his squads and his own and his opponents. Now we've got Havoc Squad on the board now. A lot of weapon keys being put out by the Chaos Marines, but frag grenade thrown onto by the scouts. Someone reason it almost looks like the Assault Marines can do that. But the Noise Marine squad or Havoc squad may actually go down. He could try jumping forward. He's going to try to jump forward as well. Heretics still get knocked back, so no model detonations there. It gets the Havoc squad. We've got the Inspiring Shaping upgrade for that Heretic squad as well. And the Flamer will go and rip apart that generator. Over here, we got the Heretic squad trying to capture up that point. Will decapture it at least. A great knockback there, or model detonation. Just a bit of everything happening right there. There's a model detonation. And now the Heretic squad is down to a handful, a couple models. 2 Heretics, 1 leader. And overall, the field control seems like a little bit better in favor towards the Heretic, the Chaos Lord. Even though he lost the Havoc squad. At this point, we'll be recaptured up by the Force Commander. And we've got the Scout Squad being captured the Northern VP. There is a triple capture against the Force Commander at the moment.
They have us targeted. The task unfinished.
Does the capture the Northern VP? Air Squad could be ready to blow up some models against the Force Commander. We've got the Artificer RB upgraded, if I remember correctly, because of health, health and regen. Basic armor. And the Chaos Lord does fall back. Assault Marines do jump on forward, does get some good knockback there, does do a full retreat. Though it is a relatively short retreat for the Chaos player. Though the Flamers, where's that Flamer? Flamer squad's advancing, that could be a dead generator or 3. Going for the point, activation point at the moment. And the power generator does go down right there. As well as my frame rate seems like it's been pretty poor today. Take a look at that. Force Commander receiving quite a bit of fire from the Heretic squads. Got the Assault Marines now jumping on forward as well. 1 model detonation there, suppressing both these squads. Heretic squad advancing slow. He's great damage onto the Shotgun squad with the Noise Marines there, which will tie him up in melee. These squads will go ahead and fall on back. Got a nice special attack there against the Chaos Lord, some much needed help as well. 3 generators will be deployed out over here. 2 generators remain over here, and the point has been deactivated.
Scouts ready to
Generator operational. One of our generators is under attack.
Looks like he started splitting his fire a little bit, but got the Noise Marines in the region, which will do a lot of damage. Assault Marines are way back here trying to get some health. Frag grenade was thrown. He does successfully dodge the frag grenade there. Oh, that was a misclick. That had to have been a misclick because that only hit his own units. Got another ritual being activated there. A lot of these guys retreat back quicker.
Adding power generator.
Assault Marines, as your command.
This VP will be decaptured. You got tier 2 being researched by both players. Quicker for the Chaos Lord. You may be eyeing for something, maybe a Blood Crusher or Bloodletters. Those are probably the 2 most common items in this tier. Havoc, Chaos Lord receiving quite a bit of fire there as well. Still got the continuous ritual right there. Stormmarines jumping on in will find not good suppression knockback there, and great model detonation there. Got to keep his distance away from the Stormmarines. He needs to focus him down first because he needs to keep his support weapons alive. Another model detonation there. Heretic Squad does fall back. Got the Blood Crusher now being floated down. Oh, I said Blood Crusher is quite common. It's actually not as uncommon anymore. It used to be very, very common.
Additional units have become available, Commander.
Great damage here. He does go and get his Stormmarines alive with 2 models remaining, but barely. No upgrades on the Chaos Lord at the moment. Force Commander does have the Artificer's Armor, which does go ahead and knock back the Force Commander. The Artificer Armor does give him some extra health, 200 health, extra 2.5 health regen, and a little bit extra energy. Most Marines do fall back or soft retreat away. And this Chaos Marine Squad does fall back as well. You have the Librarian being deployed out and out by the Force Commander.
Task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Rearming.
We have the second hood now being researched for the Librarian. And now got a ritual activating as well, allowing these guys to move forward. And it does also give the Blood Crusher extra health regen. I think it's like 10 health regen per second. The Blood Crusher is going to be very durable. Gets some nice charges there as well. Good damage there from the Librarian. The second hood does grant him access to extra health by 100 and its regen by 2.5 and gain Infinity ability. I believe it's a teleport ability. It does use the wubs there to knock back those forces, and now the Blood Crusher will be engaging the Stormmarines in melee, getting upgrade the Sergeant as well. It doesn't have the Motor Bomb research. We may see a grenade there. That seems a good time for a grenade. Does knock back those forces as the Blood Crusher is trying to tie up the Scout up in melee. Units there onto the Scout Squad. Could potentially get wiped out. 1 model remaining. Is going to go for it. Nope, does not go for it. Tactical Marine Squad or Chaos Marine Squad getting overwhelmed by the Force Commander and the Assault Marine Squad. Good cast there as well. Chaos Lord still has not received any sort of upgrades at the moment.
Scouts under attack.
The Scout Squad does get forced back as well. We've seen quite a bit of fire there.
One of our own has died. The enemy
Does get 1 more
must
model as
end.
well.
The enemy is
Force Commander's
claiming
going
a
up
victory
north.
today.
We got the Assault Marine Squad jumping away, trying to avoid any additional damage there. It does sell the Sergeant alive. Now the Librarian and the Blood Crusher now engaging in melee. The Librarian cannot win that out. We may need to get out anti-vehicle
One of our
weapon.
generators is under attack.
Tactical Marine Squad could be upgraded to the missile launcher.
My power fist shall rend their armor.
That's another anti-vehicle weapon, the Power Fist. It's good gen bashing done as well. Another generator has gone down, getting the Chaos Marines level 2 with that. If 1 more generator will likely go down, but no, the Assault Marines does go and tie them up in melee and knocks it back. Does get the stun shot there on the Blood Crusher. It is technically a vehicle. And now the Blood Crusher will need to charge on out of there, but I don't think there's enough energy for the charge. Blood Crusher's almost down. Does get nice health regen thanks to the Heretic Ritual, but gets tied up on the Heretic itself, preventing it from actually moving, and that's what killed it off. Tier 3 being researched by the Chaos Lord. He does have enough red points there for the Chaos Portal.
Chapter standard.
Chapter Standard looks like the Sacred Standard being upgraded on the Force Commander. Now we've got some more power and gen bashing here, this time for the Space Marines. One has been deactivated, he could try capturing it. Getting some wubs there, knocking back the Assault Marine Squad before falling on back. Chaos Marines has still not been upgraded the Eternal War upgrade, which does give them extra like 10% health and damage. And the Zinch upgrade's not half bad, because getting plasma guns to engage the heavy infantry is always a good idea. Herrick squads are advancing. Does get the power generator destroyed as well as these Chaos Marines are engaging these forces. Now let's get forced back there as well. Should be able to escape out with this model there. The Herrick squad does fall back as well. No Spire Champions on that squad there, so may get wiped out there. Chaos Lord and the Herrick squad is now advanced as well. Does detonate on the balls there, trying to tie up the Glamour squad up in melee as the Herrick squad does get ripped apart by the heroes.
Death before dishonor.
Good special attack there, getting some much needed health.
No mercy, no respite.
Orders.
Traitors attack!
This is Imperial territory now.
The power generator has been captured on up. All generators bashed.
Generators
Speaking about generators bashing, another generator does go down there. Nothing to stop them. Heretics coming down south.
We're losing a power node.
And we
to
also
the
have
enemy.
the no melted bombs upgraded there either. This maybe Tactical Marine Squad pod. He has lost one of the scouts. Yep. And this one will likely be upgraded to Storm Guard veterans. Heretics going to try to close in on top of them as these Chaos Marine squads does fall back. Assault Marine squads don't. Probably could win out versus the Chaos Lord. He doesn't have a whole lot of health remaining, nor any upgrades. Get some good hits there as well as some much needed health. Got the knockback attack there from the Noise Marines here as he started catching the point while knocking back all his forces. Torrent has been captured, does need to fall back as we do have the Force Commander does get some hits in. The Sacred Standard, let's see, inspires
We must reverse the
allied
course of
non-commander infantry radius around 25, increase their damage by 25%. If the commander falls in battle, this damage increased by 40%.
Under fire!
Another Herrick squad trying to time up the melee. This one is likely going to be used for a ritual. Nope, it decides to fall back entirely with it. Good special attack there, but mostly hit the Aspiring Champion. And of course, got the Battle Cry special attack chain from the Force Commander there. Does avoid that special attack there. And great attack there, getting some much needed health.
My faith is my shield. My fury is my sword.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Assault Marine trying to capture that point. We got now the Chaos Predator. You will need to keep this one power generator alive, primarily for reinforcements, but likely you won't be able to apply out any more power generators and feasibly use them for the rest of the game. He does have enough red points for the Chaos Portal, which could be useful. Or you can keep those red points up to get out his Chaos Terminators. That fresh Tactical Marine squad has been upgraded with Storm Guard veterans. The Chaos Predator will do some good work here. As of right now, either the Khorne or Nurgle variant of the Predator King wouldn't be half bad. His opponent only has the Fist out for melee, and the Nurgle variant will get melee damage resistance. And now we've got the Force Wave being utilized there, which will knock back infantry units. The Chaos Predator does manage to get on through, and the Chaos Predator, or the Chaos Lord, will manage to escape on out there. Armor-piercing rounds being loaded on the Storm Guard veterans, but the Chaos Predator is getting some great hits there. Brilliant's unupgraded, and the Storm Guard veterans will need to fall back shortly. Do we see Melter Bombs here? No Melter Bomb research just yet. And we do have the Tactical Missile Launcher as well. So at this point in time, maybe a good idea to get out the Khorne variant of the Predator, but the Predator right now is just taking a bit too much fire. You may see the Melter Bomb pretty far away. Missile Launcher does connect there. 5 health remaining, 4 health remaining, and does take it out there with the cast from the Librarian. First time I've ever seen the Librarian takes it out with a cast. Now that was a pretty good draw there. I think trying to chip it down. That cast was just get enough damage. Sometimes you just need enough. Norse Marine Squad may actually get wiped out by the Librarian or by the Salt Marines. Nope, they did jump on the Chaos Lord. Now the Salt Marine Squad jumps on in. Those go to the melee hits there. And the Norse Marines will manage to stay alive. Does fall back now.
Our brothers die at enemy hands.
He does get some great damage there. Herrick Squad is falling on back.
The corruption of chaos is on us. Under chaos attack. Scouts ready. Scouts here. Go ahead.
Deploying war gear.
We got the elite training upgrade there and a good special attack from the Chaos Lord.
Unleash all fury upon them. My fury knows no bounds.
Does utilize the whatever the fast ability is called. I always forget the names.
Upgrade complete.
Chaos Lord is just doing a soft retreat away, not a full retreat. Does get a nice model definition there as well, suppressing both of these forces. And got the Norse Marines still alive, of course, getting some good damage there. Chaos Lord will stay alive. Got the special attack now being cast hit there by the Force Commander. Chaos Marine Squad is falling on back, or the Heretic Squad, I should say. And did that Chaos Marine Squad just get annihilated by a single grenade? Ooh. I thought he had plenty of health. Guess not. Of course, got the Chaos Terminators now deployed on the field.
Understood.
Tactical Marine Squad is swapping out the missile launcher for plasma guns. Very nice.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Ready to serve, brother. Location secure.
Assault Marines do jump on board, tying up the Norse Marines up in melee, but of course, once you shortly jump after, you do get some knockback resistance, but not a whole lot, and does fall back now. Chaos Terminators are receiving a bit of fire there. The Chaos Lord is running very, very low on tickets. He is completely neutralized field at the moment, but he only has 16 tickets remaining. That's not a whole lot. Right now, Blue should just be eyeing to go for the VPs, knock his opponent out of the game, rather than just trying to prolong the game. Chaos Terminators are trying to walk back home, try and get some more health. Up north, we got the Chaos Lord falling on back. No upgrades on the Chaos Lord either. The Chaos Lord has a lot of powerful upgrades, so that's really a shame that we don't see any of them.
Victory looms.
He does have a lot of red points, though. He could save up some more Chaos Terminators. Eric's trying to decapture the central VP, does get forced back, and with this point being captured up, that may be game. I don't, people don't send Dawn of War 2 replays to me. I go to the ESL,
Enemy must pay.
how to call it. I do pick them basically randomly, but I just judge based on time, how long the replay lasts. By the way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. But yeah, I mostly, how to put it, I guess you could call it random. I mostly go to, let me just pull it up over here. To the Elite Mod site. I think this may have, I waited for it to minimize. So I think one reason why I'm having trouble with my frame rate, I may need to decrease the size of my VTuber V window, because I actually getting that larger and smaller does adjust the size, but I'm not sure why I'm having such horrible frame rate issues. Of course, this game has really long load screens as well. Yep, there we go. One thing I want to try to help out the frame rate is decreasing this. This does actually help. But yeah, I primarily go to the Dawn of War ESL log, and you just simply find all the replays, download them, and then put them into place. So I basically judge based on saying 25 minutes. That seems a good replay, hopefully. That's the best way I can guess of what would be the best replays to cast. Not a good science, but the best one I have. Let's see. Do I have a handful of 2v2s? Three. I thought I only had two. This one may have already cast, so may avoid that one for the time being. But yeah, let's go and cast one more 1v1, then we'll head to the 2v2s, and that should probably end the stream for the night. I'm on the Rumble Rant. I'm on the homepage of Editor's Pick today? What? Maybe that's specified to you? I have to check that out. Editor's Picks. Maybe not at the moment. Maybe it was for you, but not for me. Sorry, I had to check that out. I was like, I should not be on the homepage of anything.
Acquisition point spotted.
Yep, if you have a replay, go ahead and send it to me. You can let's see. I can't think of it right now. It's one of those days where everything just goes wrong. Yep, if you have a good replay, you can go ahead and send it to me. Perhaps send a link to me through Twitch. That should be fine. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Plague Champion. We have Life, which Plague Champion Life, very, very lingering life. Spawn on the south side as the biggest and the strongest. We have Guru Skippy. We got a opener of shooters into sluggers. Most people go for 2 shooters, but in this case we have 2 sluggers. And a pretty standard opener for any heretic, which is the Chaos Marines into heretics.
Victory point located. Your forces obey you.
The War Boss will make his way forward. It looks like we may see the first engagement here. The War Boss does get the first shot off, and looks like Plague Champion's trying to try to get inside the garrison. Decides when he realizes he doesn't need to, decides to turn around, starts shooting the War Boss in the back. Slugger's going to be closing the distance on the Chaos Marine squad. And the Chaos Marine squad does fall back. We're seeing quite a bit of fire right there. Heretic squad trying to capture the power point there. Does fall back, avoiding the War Boss, because the War Boss is very large and tanky. After all, he is the biggest and the strongest. The Slugger squad does fall back, pursued the Chaos Marine squad a little bit too much, but did get a model there. Very nice. And needs to fall back a little bit. This time the reinforcement action, we all do it. As much as we try not to do it, we all do it. Power point being deployed, or generator being deployed on out. And we've got no power generators over here at the moment. Shooter squad does fall back away from the heretics, and we've got the Pain Boy, the Doctor.
Your units fulfill your command. Roar, fill the armor with every plague and pestilence.
It looks like we do have the Felted armor. I have no idea how to pronounce some of these words sometimes. Felted? There's no L, so fetid? It's words I just don't ever see outside of Dawn of War. Chaos Heretic is going to be trying to flank the War Boss now. The War Boss may be able to decapture the point, but that's about it. And now the Heretic's in the mix as well. He does detonate a model there, receives a nice special attack there, knocking back the group, and destroys some foliage. The orcs are green, but not that sort of green. Heretics are capturing the requisition point now. Sluggers will find them. Though they do lost a model there. Reinforcements pushing way forward as well. And we do got the Eternal War upgrade onto the Chaos Marines. Sluggers are pushing the way forward with the Flamer. And the Pain Boy is now making his advance. Heated Armor grants the Unholy Stench ability. Grants 4 piercing damage and 300 courage damage every 2 seconds for 8 seconds until all enemies raise 15. Also increases health by 150. So in other words, it's an Aura AoV ability. Pain Boy has received a bit of fire there, may need to heal himself. Drink some of his own green juice. I'm not actually sure how Pain Boy provides medical services to the orcs, and I probably really don't want to know either. They probably, rather than trying to cauterize a removed limb, probably try to stitch it back together. We do have the Chaos Ritual being utilized now, getting some good health regen there. And looks like that Slug Squad will fall back. This Slug Squad has no upgrade to Furnace. We've got the big shooter upgrade on the boys, as well as a Knob Leader. Glamour Squad does get close distance there as well. Does suppress the Chaos Marine Squad with the big shooters, but they've got the Heated Armor suppressing the Sluggers, preventing them to advance, keeping his Chaos Marines very much alive. Heretics here being pursued by the War Boss here. He can quickly push forward with his Chaos Marines there and his Plague Champion, as these Heretics do force back the shooters.
Your forces obey you.
We also have a Chaos Havoc squad now to play on the field. And we do also now Storm Boys. Jumpy, also chopping infantry.
Your forces obey you. Your units.
The War Boss now does receive some fire there from the Havoc.
Ready for eternal war. Your units fulfill your command.
Chaos Heretic captured up the requisition point now. The power point being captured up as well. Burns making the way forward, receiving quite a bit of good damage there. Does force that squad back. The Pain Boy is advancing, firing some handgun rounds. I'm honestly not so sure if it's a bolt pistol, handgun, or what type of gun it is. Knowing it's orc technology, it's even arguable not if it is even a gun. Plague Champion is receiving quite a bit of hits there from the Pain Boy. Maybe a good idea for the Plague Champion to stick around and fight. You pass use the Heated Armor. Burner's now making an advance as well. Gets good damage there. Of course. This happens, and now I have to start the replay over. Even though it's an offline replay, that message can pop up, kicking me out of the replay, as I lost connection to Steam. And now we have to go back. Luckily, it wasn't too far in the replay. Gotta love that. There's no way I can stop that other than remembering to disconnect Steam before I start casting the replay.
Requisition point spotted.
And top of all off, the music doesn't play, so I have to now restart the replay again in order for me to get the music going. This game sometimes can be a bit frustrating to cast. Okay, and now time to fast forward to that point.
Victory point in sight, Dark Lord.
That's a very nice way of saying there's a VP right there.
Your forces obey you.
Now let's go and fast forward back to the spot where before Steam disconnected me.
Your forces obey you.
That's where that falls back. Luckily it wasn't too far in the replay. The Plague Champion was being pursued by the Doc before the game really messed me up. Enemy visible. Don't really know what that button does. And it's about the point where before the Steam kicked me off. Yep. Oh yeah, there's that ritual. So it's actually still a little bit farther forward. Burner Squad does fall back as these forces start making their way forward.
Your forces obey you.
There's the war boss catching the point. And this is about the time where the Pain Boy starts hitting the Plague Chamber. There we go. This is about when the game kicked me off, so let's go back to normal pace here, and I'll continue casting from right here, right now. And here we go. The Pain Boy is, of course, pursuing the Plague Champion. Does return towards the Chaos Marine squads. Burner squad's trying to engage the power generator there, against great damage there. Pain Boy still has plenty of health remaining. One generator does go down there. Havoc Squad trying to set up on an angle, but it has no angle on the burners nor the Pain Boy there. Not a good position there. Chaos Marines are honestly firing away against the Pain Boy. The Pain Boy does fall back. Plague Champion's quite wounded. And now we've got the ritual there trying to keep the Plague Champion's health back up going. The last generator does go down. The point is not being under siege well. It does force back the Burner Squad there. And I don't think the Havoc can really fight any bullets in the entire engagement. War boss assigned to capture the VP now.
You are losing us a victory point.
And the Storm Boys are hacking away against that power generator now. Havoc Squad's advancing as these forces are rotating around.
Your units fulfill your command.
Power generator is receiving quite a bit of fire there as well. We've got the Storm Boys jumping on away.
Your forces obey you.
You've got the ritual not being activated to get the Plague Champion topped off his health. The Chaos Marine squad is a little bit wounded now since these guys are shooting at them. But the ritual, now they're outside the ritual radius, but the Plague Champion still getting some much needed help. Doing a good job of closing the distance as well. Still quite healthy there, but the Burner squads could say hello. And does use suppressive fire ability there, preventing them from escaping there, allowing the Burner squads to advance quickly. And could use the Pain Boy there to get the Shooter Squad back to full health. They have dropped from models there, but with the two Shooter slot items, they should be able to pass around those items quite easily. Does get the ability suppressed there thanks to the Fused Armor. And this Slugger Squad does fall back now. Storm Boys do charging forward against some good damage there. Detonating one of the models there on the Storm Boys, suppressing them. And speaking of which, this Burner Squad does get suppressed by the Flamer. We got now the power generator now receiving a bit of fire there. Does take out one of the generators now. Sluggers has activated some sort of ability there. And the Chaos Marines engaging. Shooters engaging as well. Now we've got the Havoc Squad coming flank action, getting some shots in, forcing back the Shooter Squad. Flamer Squad's being forced back as well. But the Storm Boys do jump on top of the Havoc Squad. Now we've got a Blood Crusher out in the field. The War Boss Skinny is tier 2, just got his tier 2 as well. He goes for some tank busters. Blood Crusher supports a quote-unquote vehicle destruction.
Units fulfill your command.
We are Legion!
And now the Pain Boy is being pursued. He could perhaps get inside the garrison. Yes, he does get inside the garrison to avoid any additional hits from that Daemon. Power Generator now receiving some hits there from the Blood Crusher. Tank Busters have been put on the field. Mason the Mortar Barrage on top of the Blood Crusher. Here comes the Mortar Barrage, getting a decent hit there. Havoc Squad's have a good angle there, able to suppress this advancing infantry. They're unable to advance. The Pain Boy, however, cannot really scare someone out there. We've got the Plague Fist there as an anti-vehicle weapon, which doesn't find any vehicles at the moment. Does get the charge there, knocking back all those forces there. Storm Boys do jump before as well, and does have the knob there as well. I think the knob got upgraded in mid-jump, and he did its own weird jump at the end there as well. Plague Chief does get the Fused Armor ability activated there. The Plague Fist does use the Pistol Strike ability there as well. Now here you have Havoc Squad could potentially get wiped out. The Storm Boys have plenty of damage for another jump there, but does not get any melee hits there. Does jump on forward, trying to get the hit there onto the Chaos Havoc squad. Does lose looks at the Nob leader there, gets the Havoc squad right. May see a model detonation there. Maybe not. Gets good hits there on the Storm Boys, trying to get the wipe there. Activates the Ritual there. Give the Plague Champion some much needed health, and now the blood pressure is advancing as well, trying to hit these forces.
If that victory point is lost,
We do have the Power Claw upgrade being researched or deployed.
your forces are there.
Now we got a nice little ritual here as well. Blood glares have been deployed on out. A nice little jump infantry should be useful in tying up support weapons, but maybe tying up the tank bus as well, preventing them from shooting the Blood Crusher. Mortar Barrage running on in, trying to hit some power generators, gets some great hits there, takes out another generator there, and now the tank bus is falling on back. Blood glares able to close the distance there. The War Boss, the Power Claw, is an anti-vehicle melee weapon. No additional abilities there, just a very powerful melee weapon. The War Boss is now falling on back. War Boss is not being upgraded as Cyborg implants, which I believe is the grenade slot, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it's an armor slot. Increases health by 200, health regen by 0.5, and grants an upgrade as a stomp with Big Stomp, which damages and stuns nearby enemies. Others have been utilizing a vulnerability ability. And they may jump away because they're receiving quite a bit of fire. And there is the Plague Cloud ability not being utilized there. That should provide some great AoE damage to these forces. They hit these lighter forces there. Storm Boys do jump forward, trying to tie up the Heretics up in melee. And it looks like the Plague Marine, Chaos Marine squads have been upgraded with the plasma guns. And Slug Squad does fall back. The Nobbly remaining got temporary. Both those are regular blood letters engaging as well. Got the big stomping utilized right there as well. Blood Crusher does go down there to the Tank Busters. Blood letters did not time up in melee. The Plague Marines losing a lot of force. Tank Busters does get inside the garrison. Does roll some misses there. Another Bloodletter squad are being deployed and out, eyeing for some heavy infantry, but they don't have any anti-vehicle scaling to them. You also got another upgrade here. The Icon of Nurgle grants the Plague Champion a permanent Aura of Decay, dealing 10 piercing damage every 2.5 seconds to enemy infantry in a radius of 22, so it gives them a permanent Aura debuff. Or not Aura debuff, Aura damage or healer. So as long as he just stays alive, he does damage. Another power generator being hit as well. Heretics and the Plague Champion trying to tie him up in melee. It's a lot of melee force there. The Tank Buster squad does get fully wiped out. I think the plasma pistol of the Plague Champion got the final finishing blow. The Tank Busters has gone down, so both players are lacking anti-vehicle. And ooh, nice little wipe there on the Slugger squad as well. The Orc players losing a lot of squads now, which is evening up the losses. That ritual there does allow his Bloodletters to get some extra health regen, so keeping these rituals going is quite nice. There's the big stomp, knocking back the entire force. We may see the Plague Champion activate its abilities right now. That was the perfect time to activate abilities. And this ritual is completely stopped by being completely wiped. Loses the Heretic squad, still has another Heretic squad for capturing stuff. And that Slugger squad, down to 1 health remaining, it does get wiped out. That may have been from the damage Icon of Nurgle ability there. Both sides are now bleeding off squads, which is not good for either team. Though, looks like the War Boss has plenty of requisition, as well as a bit of power there. They should be able to tech up right now, correct? Yep, tearing up to 3 now. Yes, 150 power, not 125. I got that mixed up.
Your units fulfill your command.
But with that, maybe a good idea. He sees all the bloodletters. The Lunatic wouldn't be half bad, but also wouldn't be would be tempted to go for knobs as well, since you don't have to worry about them not being in melee. And the knobs, well, either Lunatic or the knobs would be good versus the Dreadnought as well. I guess at this point it's more preference. It's one of the few times I would say that not getting the Terminators would probably be a good idea. Wait, no, we're talking about the Orcs, not Gauss Player. He doesn't have tier 3. Yes, it's a good idea for the Orcs not to get out Terminators, because who knows what that'll be. We got the Gretchens now upgraded with the ammo runs. Gretchens will shoot us, giving them some damage, and bag spare ammo allow them to increase their range damage of nearby allies by 10%. Bloodletters do force back the War Boss with the support of the Plague Champion. And we do have now the Trophy Records. War Boss and Trophy Records records all enemy units from the raise 25, reducing damage by 25%. Not bad. Ooh, detonates from the Mauser of the Storm Boys, and honestly, that ability's been nerfed a bit too much to be really worth it. Gastron now has the button out. He will spot it. He has a lot of requisition, not a lot of power. Maybe it's worth to go for another power generator. It's pretty late in the game, but another power generator wouldn't be half bad. He still has oh, he actually rebuilt a Heretic squad as well. That's probably solely meant for rituals. Good damage there onto the Heretic. Gets a couple models there now. He is out of red points as well. What is he spending his red points on? I bet it's been missing that. But red points all consumed cannot pull out rocks or anything really for red points wise anytime soon.
Who rises from these ranks?
We do now have a loot tank that would be useful versus all of his opponent's targets. Power generator will go down as quickly as it's gone up. We do have, I heard explosions. The Heretic squad here, that's the fresh Heretic squad, may actually get wiped out. Down to 2 models there. Gretchen squad does fall back. They're not like the most durable combat unit. They may have shooters, but they're not really designed for combat. And now the Pain Boy is falling back, has been upgraded to stronger Get Sauce. Maybe a good idea to go for the Cyborg implants in order to get as Cyborg implants plus the knobs is a great combination because it gives a permanent upgrade. Howdy.
We may yet triumph today.
Warboss is saving quite a bit of fire right there. Does get forced on back. Should be able to stay alive. So has over 300 health. A little less than 300 health now. And now we do have the Storm Boys now advanced as well with the looted tank. He does have the reinforced plating, giving extra health. And the big boom gun wouldn't be half bad for any of these squads there. That is a jump away, avoiding the Plague Cloud. That may have been a bad time for Plague Cloud because Storm Boys are very, very agile. And now we've got a missile, the Zinch variant of the Dreadnought, giving the missile launcher. That's actually probably the rarest of all the Zinch variant, of all the Dreadnoughts variants, probably. You see more unupgraded ones than the Zinch variant.
Your forces obey you. Position point is slipping away.
Oh, here we do got the Bloodletters engaging the Storm Boys, or shooters, and likely to get some garrison to avoid them from going down. Ritual's been activated there as well, giving some nice health regen. And now the Bloodletters are going to capture the point, but basically Big Boom Gun does fall back now. That's what it's called, Big Boom Gun, right? Yeah, boom gun. Same difference. Massive assault over here, trying to engage these forces. And now we do have a Nob squad being pulled out. Very nice. Good damage there onto the Shudas. And now these Storm Boys may be pursued. Ritual being activated. Get some much needed health regen for these forces. Warboss is advancing as well. Does use the missile launcher barrage ability there. Gains some great suppression on those forces. Warboss is still charging forward. Bloodletter's teleporting forward. And now we've got the Heretic Squad that's falling back. So no rituals for the moment. No extra health regen. So the Chaos Marines are falling back. So invulnerability ability utilizing the Bloodletters here as the Chaos Marine Squad does fall back. Does get some missile hits there onto the Lunatics here, but here comes the Knobs. Charge on forward. Plague Shape is severely wounded. Now the Chaos Dreadnought could potentially go down. There's a lot of anti-vehicle weapons here. Nobbly the Storm Boys, the Warboss and the Knobs. But we do got the Defeated Armor suppressing these forces there, the Unholy Stench ability. Storm Boys do fall back, a little bit too wounded for his liking. The Warboss needs to start hitting that Dreadnought. Chasing down that Plague Shape's not exactly a great idea. Great hits there as well. Chaos Dreadnought's almost down. Bloodletter's trying to snare these guys with the melee. Got the big stomp there. And Tankbusters got deployed on out there as well. Finish off the Dreadnought. Very nice. Going a little bit heavy on the anti-vehicle, but does get a kill there. Detonates one of the models there, suppressing the Nob squad. And the Bloodletters do teleport a little bit. Nob squad's getting out his Nob leader now. Got a nice little ritual there to get these Bloodletters' health topped off, as well as the Space Marines, Chaos Marines. Gretchen signed to repair up the Lunatank. Plague Chambers receiving a bit of fire there. Does go down there to the Lunatank. Storm Boys jumped a little bit too late to wipe him out. And wait. Okay, he does capture it up. Wait, how did? Oh, it was being reverted back. I was a bit confused. Like, did the Plague Shape somehow capture it up? I was looking at the wrong color player. Ritual being activated there as well. We've got the Plague Marines here for the missile launcher. Both these Bloodletters still in the region. Now the Chaos Marines now advancing. And now the Knobs being upgraded to huge hammers.
Your forces obey you.
Missile launcher hit there onto the Lunatanks. We got a Storm Boy showdown is stunning those Plague Marines there. Chaos Marines receiving quite a bit of fire. They do fall back. Ritual still being activated, but they're knocked down to a couple of models. Not a whole lot of health remaining. The Heretics do falling back. We do got the Storm Boys being stunned or suppressed by the Defeated Armor. Bloodletters are using a vulnerability ability to escape on out of there. Now it's our advance as well. Good big stomp there, knocking back all those forces, and the Plague Shapes now in full retreat there. Bloodletters are down to one last model there. The other squad does fall back, so Plague Shaping has gone down.
The Chaos Legions march from the Eye of Terror.
And these forces are making their way forward. Nice model detonation there, suppressing him. Bloodletters teleported forward, trying to tie up the Warboss up in melee. Storm Boys do jump forward. One of the models there, wiping up that, or there's a suicide run. Got the Field Tip Cloud, the Noxious Cloud being utilized there as well. Breaking these forces there does force them to fall back. Knobs will get knocked back there by the Bloodletters. There's also the Tarantula Sentry guns, the heavy bolter guns there. Trying to get as much damage as possible, trying to get suppression as well. Looks so the Bloodletters are using vulnerability ability to try to tie up his opponent, slow him down. The VPs are getting captured by the Warboss. The VPs are quite similar as well. Does force back both these squads. And now we've got the Blue Tank advancing forward, gets a great hit there. And now it's going to be hitting these
Your structure.
points now. Plague Marines do get a missile shot there, teleports over the Blood Layers, trying to slow down Spawn. Corrections running away. Blood Layers may use the vulnerability ability real soon, but may have out of energy for it.
It's a splendid cathedral of pain and blood worthy of a black crusade.
Sounds like, not sure what audio line that was. Maybe it just got tier 3 because it just now realized it's tier 3. Missile launcher does find a hit there. Stormboy jumps on in, forcing back the Plague Marines. And detonates another model right there. He's being very aggressive with that. Most of them weren't that successful, though one of them I saw was pretty good. Well, there's do teleport on forward as well. Does see a nice hit there as well. That Bloodlust was now forced to fall back. Plague Champion still lying on the ground. Probably in his own filth, because it's a Plague Champion.
You give ground to the enemy. Fight harder.
Blue Tank getting repaired on up. Double capture against the Chaos Plague Champion. Not a triple capture. And the War Boss is making a lot of resources. You need, what, 20 population space to get out Daisy? That's the model right there. You actually could deploy out Daisy now.
We have 100 points remaining. Greenskins. Twist.
Teleports forward, or over there, not necessarily forward, nor backwards. Just that direction, and does fall back, try to get some much needed health. Now we got a Weird Boy being deployed on now. Does stop the requisition point from being captured, but doesn't stop from being decaptured. This point has been captured by the Bloodletters. Plague Marines now make their way forward. Does find a missile hit there. And does teleport somewhere. Another missile launcher hit there, but now we've got the Knob Squad advancing as well. He won't be able to stick around with that Knob Squad. You got double capture against the Plague Marine. He's running very, very low on VP. So trying to capture up this point now. But this may be game. He needs to get that point captured as soon as possible. Get this one decaptured as soon as possible. In order to stop the bleed. Because right now, 9 tickets, not a whole lot of tickets remaining.
Do not fail us.
Let's go ahead and sprint on forward. And there we go. Out of tickets. Didn't get enough time to capture this, or decapture that one, and not enough time to capture this one. Either way, that's Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As the game starts loading, I'm going to use the restroom. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can't find your replay. I may have downloaded a replay. Not sure how long ago the game you mentioned earlier. Let's see if we don't have that one. Francis, this may be the replay that you're referring to. Hope it is the same Francis.
Moving to cover.
And again, no music. It's a buggy system thing with these replays. Sometimes the music just does not want to play. There we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Tech Marine, we have Francis. Spawn on the south side as the Warp Spider Exarch, we have Nikona Shirokain, I think. That's actually probably the best way I can actually do it. As much as I try to double guess myself and trying to pronounce some names, that's probably the best I'm going to do with that one. Tactical Marine Squad being deployed now versus some Howling Banshees. So far, pretty standard build order. And we do have the Guardian Squad as well. Another Guardian Squad. So pretty standard build opener. We'll likely see another Scout Squad. Though, I think I've seen as well, like, we don't usually see a second Scout Squad for a lot of Tech Marines. So I could be mistaken about that. It's hit or miss, because Scout Squads are quite nice. Yep, it's just a late Scout Squad. Or maybe he was thinking.
Tactical Marines at the ready.
VP being captured up, going to go eye for a little bit early VP lead. Speaking of which, we got now Guardians versus the Tech Marine. The Tech Marine does get some good damage there, even gets a model drop on that Guardian Squad. Of course, they won't have much versus all of these squads combined. He may need to get inside that garrison, but even at this point in time, it won't last very too long. This Tactical Marine Squad needs to fall back into this garrison immediately, because with that Howling Banshee in the region, you really can't risk... Never mind. I thought he was going to pursue him. There we go. Howling Banshees should be able to close this, no problem. Scout Squad needs to start hitting that Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees can upgrade the aspect of fleetness and does fall back now.
Scouts here.
Warp Spider and the Scout Squad do engage each other, but he does fall back to the Scout Squad. Overall, the
Support
Tech Marine
structure
has
complete.
not received
The enemy
many
is
good
capturing
engagements
one of
so
our
far.
strategic points.
Here, a bunch of angry ladies shouting in the faces of the Scout Squad. 2 generators have been put out, but do got a shotgun upgrade on this Scout Squad as well.
Ready to serve.
Likely trying to get some more shotguns as well.
Generator operational.
You got a Ranger Squad now being deployed on out. Very nice. Of course, it's a newer Ranger Squad, which they don't immediately come with their sniper rifle. And when they do get upgraded sniper rifle, they do get a whole set, a squad set of sniper rifles. Tactical Marine Squad engaging does force back the Guardian Squad there. And now we got this Guardian Squad pushing its way forward as well, forcing back those scouts. Over here, the Warp Spider Exarch capturing up that requisition point now.
Tactical Marines at the ready.
And this Guardian Squad does fall back a little bit early. There's not any engagement there. He just won engagement.
Finishes a prayer unanswered.
Over here, it looks like the Warp Spider Exarch does get inside the garrison. It's going to need to use grenades to get that cleared out. And you have the Sergeant being upgraded as well, so you will soon have a grenade. Throwing a grenade right around here would be good, because maybe he's able to get it while he's shooting on out. Charging forwards with a Sergeant now deployed out. Where does he throw the grenade?
The Eldar
And the grenade is just
capturing
thrown
one
in
of
the building
our
itself and not
strategic
onto the doorstep.
Leap from cover to cover.
In that case, they actually do leap cover to cover, but they leap over cover to go to next cover. This Ranger Squad has been upgraded with the Pathfinder gear, giving them a full set of sniper rifles. And the Howling Banshee Squad does fall back now.
Codex Astartes guides us to victory.
Looks like the Tech Marine has been upgraded with the Master Crafted Bolter, which gives them a snipe shot ability, as well as being upgraded with the Artificer's Armor, which, if I remember correctly, gives them extra health and health regen. No, that's the...
Distribution canceled.
No, it does cancel it anyways. The extra health and health regen, I think, is actually the Force Commander variant.
Suffering heavy losses.
Scout Squad does fall back,
We're
receiving
losing
too
a
much
power
fire
node
right
to the
there.
enemy.
Tactical Marine Squad. And now we may see a grenade right here. Now it's a good time for a grenade. Does get a nice knockback onto the Tactical Marine Squad. Going for the Shotgun Blast. The Rangers still have pretty low health. I don't think the health got improved with the new variation there. Throws a ground grenade there. Plasma grenade was a bit more successful. Throws all the plasma grenade on the tree path. Gets a direct hit there. Oof, that's a big loss losing that Scout Squad there.
Our Tech Marine has gained a level.
The chapter calls and we answer.
Scouts ready.
War Spires do teleport away from the Tactical Marine Squad. Got first squad Assault Marines deployed on out. I heard shotguns. He's getting shotguns to other Scout Squad, or now his only Scout Squad. And the War Spider Exarch has been upgraded with improved targeters, increasing weapon range by 7 and range damage by 50%. Great knockback there on the Howling Banshees as they're shouting in the face of those men.
We shall make it so.
Pathfinders have camouflage forward, and they do use the group camouflage ability there. Does get a nice strike there on the Assault Marine squads. They're a little bit unsupported as well. They can't really jump on in, though they would get a nice knockback if they jump on top of that. Though it may be a bit hard for him to figure out where exactly to jump when he is partially camouflaged. Tech Marine now receiving massive amounts of fire from those Rangers. Assault Marines do jump on board, complete whiffs, and will run into the Howling Banshees. Not exactly good. They do get shot in their face. Warspire is in the mix as well. It doesn't tie him up in melee, and the Assault Marines do fall back. Throws out a frag grenade there onto the Guardian Squad. Gets that one really punched up on top of it. Does fall back to the Scout Squad there, trying to pursue that Guardian Squad there. Was unable to get it wiped out. Both the Guardian Squads, or Howling Banshees and Guardian Squad, does fall back there. This Guardian Squad now falling back. And we do have a fresh Scout Squad now deployed out by the Tech Marine. It looks like he is out of vision range there, and perhaps weapons range as well. Gets a nice snipe shot ability there on the Warp Spire Exarch as he teleports away from that engagement.
Scouts here.
Unupgraded Scout Squad to capture up some points. He's some good damage there on the Warp Spire Exarch. He's pretty low in health as well. And you got these guys now following them back. Scout Squad do drop a model there, but loses the Warp Spire Exarch. That's a big oversight. And does fall back to these squads now.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Tier 2 being researched by the Tech Marine. And I think the Warp Spire Exarch needs a little bit more power before he can deploy out his
The
Tier
enemy
2.
falters, but he is not yet beaten.
Of course, we do have all 3 power generators and all 3 power generators there. Assault Marines do jump on top of the Pathfinders. They don't have a whole lot of health. They take a long time to pack on up as well. They get a full wipe there on the Pathfinders. And the Howling Banshees do fall back in time, so that is a very, very nice pick there. We do now have the Wraith Lord being deployed on out. He does have, of course, the Assault Marine squads, which can use a Melta Bomb, upgraded Melta Bomb. Tactical Marines can be upgraded missile launchers, so that may be what he needs to do. And the Tech Marine himself could swap out his Bolter for a Melta Gun. So there's a lot of possibilities and upgrades-wise with the current Tech Marine loadout.
That's a good position.
The Melta Bomb is going to be definitely a no-brainer for the Assault Marines. Everything else, maybe not so much.
Under Space Marine fire.
Scouts under attack.
Right.
Additional units have become available.
We've now got the Entangling Web ability, which grants a Mobilize ability, which also should affect even Terminators. Wraith Lord now makes advance, as the Warp Spider is also teleporting forward. I think he is advance.
Capturing one of our victory points.
Tech Marines make its way forward. Stop saying that. And does not get the high-powered shot off. He does force with the Wraith Lord. No Melta gun just yet. The Assault Marines are not being upgraded with the Melta bombs yet either. Dread not being deployed now, so that's how I was going to counter the Wraith Lord. Though the Wraith Lord can be upgraded to Bright Lance.
Requisition point under control.
Another power point being activated there as well. Now the Wraith Lord is going to make his way for some gen bashing. Since the Howling Banshees is about to aspect of swiftness, not shrink or fleetness, they will not be able to get the anti-vehicle melee weapon, which should be more effective versus vehicles buildings as well. Scout Squad, unupgraded Scout Squad will fall back. This squad is primarily meant to be a cheap capping squad.
One of our generators is
Now the
under
Dreadnought
attack.
has been pointed out, but these points are now under siege. Should be a good time for the Dreadnought to make his presence known. Scout squads and Tactical Marine squads could go for a nice flank as well. Especially the Scout squad able to throw a grenade on the flank. That's not bad. One generator has gone down. The point spotter can be activated as well. And now we've got engagement here. No, and the Dreadnought's going straight for the Howling Banshees. They does retarget theirs now. Howling Banshees do shout theirs. The Guardian squad is constantly being knocked down. We may see a grenade from the Scouts really soon. They should have enough energy for it. Assault Marine squad does fall back. Shotgun squad is doing quite a bit of fire there. Does not throw a grenade there. Howling Banshees still has plenty of health, but does receive a high-powered sniper shot there from the Tech Marine. We got the repair ability being utilized by Guardian Squad, and a global repair is being utilized onto the Dreadnought. Lots of grenades do come on forward, almost wiped out his own Howling Banshee with that shot. So Warp Spider or the Ashtark is getting some great hits there on the Tech Marine or Tactical Marine. Tech Marine's now repairing up the Dreadnought while in combat as well. The Wraith Lord will go down, and the Dreadnought still has plenty of health remaining. We may need to see a fusion gun from the Ashtark. Seems like a lot of explosions right there for some odd reason. Dreadnought not being upgraded to Soul Cannon since he took out the armor threat. Now it's time to get him the anti-infantry weapon. Right now, the Warp Spider, as much as people like to get out Warp Spiders right now, it may be a good idea to get out the Fire Dragon squad. And looks like the Archtark has been upgraded the fusion gun, which is a anti-purpose everything weapon. And the Archtark is charging forward and not going to be very useful. Does jump away when seeing realize he's getting prepared in combat. Assault Marines do jump forward, knocking back the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees do shout in their faces in return. We may see the Assault Barrage ability there. No, we do not. And now the Warp Spider X-Arcs are seeing quite a bit of fire right there. It does teleport away. Trying to get some hits there on the Tech Marine. Tech Marine could escape into Garrison, which will help him save the Howling Banshees and take time to target down the Warp Spider X-Arc.
Offer them no
And now the Tech Marine does abandon the Garrison, so may do a full retreat. Nope, fires a high-powered shot there. Can't use abilities inside the Garrison sometime. And he may have had a wrong angle for it as well. Does teleport down the low ground there. Throws out a grenade on the Howling Banshees. Not a very good grenade there. Does get one of the models, which may have been the X-Arc leader. I think it was the X-Arc leader. Yep, 5 models out instead of 6. So getting the leader up is quite a nice little boon.
Secured.
Bring forth the Artificer's armor.
Going for the Artificer's armor once again. I assume that's what it's called. Yep, another Wraith Lord being deployed out as well. If the Wraith Lord goes for Bright Lance, should be very effective versus the Dreadnought, since it has the Assault Cannon.
I wear the armor of the Artificer.
Artificer armor gives him the proximity mine ability. Okay, so it is different than the Force Commanders. Archshark does jump away, gets a nice little health there, but is being pursued, does teleport, or retreat, not teleport, just runs away. Very different than teleporting away. We may see these Guardians, they could throw a couple plasma grenades onto the Tactical Marine Squad, or onto the Assault Marine Squad. Hits good hits there, falls back with both squads, very nice. Does use the Righteous Fury ability, I believe that's what it's called, and it really whips. Assault Barrage does connect there, gains good damage, does get a model as well, 2 models. Howling Banshee is falling back as well. Wraith Lord has been upgraded to Bright Lance as well, which should be very effective versus the Dreadnought. Maybe best to keep him at range, or in melee. I'll say a melee wouldn't be hurt as well, since he has the Assault Cannon. And that's like the best melee unit in the game. We got the Tarantula Sentry Gun. That could be upgraded to a missile launcher, right? That wouldn't be half bad. If he sees the Wraith Lord, getting out the missile launcher wouldn't be bad. Assault Marines still need the Melter Bomb, however. And the Tech Marine can always be upgraded to Melter Gun. Force by X-Arc being pursued on. Does nice, receive a nice little shotgun knockback. Assault Marine Squad is falling back. We're seeing quite a bit of fire right there. And the Assault Squad will manage to trade on back with 2 of its models. Archshark does jump on in, gets the Heli Mage some nice needed help. I think they may have lost the Archshark leader again. And now the Tactical Marine Squad is coming back. The Fusion Gun still firing away. And now we've got the Bright Lance made itself known. Got the repair ability from the Tech Marine as well. No global repairs. Could use perhaps some global repairs to help out as well. Scout Squad trying to get some repairs as well. And that is a missile launcher upgrade. Which makes an anti-vehicle. First round of missiles. Next to the Wraith Lord does actually a decent amount of damage as well. Guardian Squad, however, in the region can get it quickly repaired up. And now the Tech Marine is falling on back. Getting some much needed repairs on the Dreadnought with the Scouts. The VPs are quite similar, more in favor of the Warp Spider at the moment.
Hostiles.
And the Archshark has been hung up dry and dies. Scout Squad, however, here may get wiped out. Quite wounded, does teleport forward as well. Doesn't get any melee hits off. It doesn't even get one of the models there. Down to 25 health. Those guys need a lot of blood transfusions. Wraith Lord getting repaired on up. Auto Guardian Squad's coming in slow. We do got a Warlock leader. Both of them have a Warlock leader on the Guardian Squads. And the Dreadnought's almost fully healed. Going for another Wraith Lord. Probably not a good idea to go for another Bright Lance. Have them both going melee against the Dreadnought's all he really needs. So he does have to be careful, of course, by the missile turret.
Enemy has 300 points remaining.
We still have the Webway gate over here. And over here, we got the Warp Spider X-Arc capturing up some points.
points.
Target acknowledged.
Warp Spider X-Arc does see the shotgun blast. I thought this was going to be a frag grenade. And does take out force back to the Scout Squad. They didn't take a whole lot of damage either, being upgraded the enhanced warp jump generator. I think that increased the range of the jump, as well as I think the cooldown. I know it increases the range, that's what I'm for sure about. I'm not sure about the cooldown. As well as probably a bit of health and health regen. Reduce the cooldown by 4 seconds, increase the range by 20, and also grants a health and energy regen. And it goes down. Missile turret does get tied up there. Bright Lance is almost down. We've seen some much needed repairs. We've seen the Melta Bomb. No, Melta Bomb still being researched there, trying to kind of stop the repair squads. Actually, that's not the repair squads. The repair squad's right there. Melta Bomb's still pretty far away. Dreadnought's still engaging. Those some barrage there, getting some great hits all across the line, getting damage on all those squads there. Melta Bomb has been researched there. Does get a stun grenade Orbs on Messiah right there. And does force back the Tech Marine. The Wraithor is still alive, needs to get the repair start going up again. And now I've got global repairs on the Dreadnought as well. This Wraithor is unupgraded, which all he needs, doesn't need the Bright Lance, and Bright Lance can't be fired up in melee. And the other one is firing Bright Lance as well. He's continuing the repairs, pressing the wounded squad to go ahead and get the capture point. Missile launch does connect from the tactical Marine squad there. Wraithor is going to tie him up in melee, and does tie him up in melee now. We've got a lot of repairs on the Dreadnought. This guy is still receiving target fire there as the Guardian squads are receiving the damage from the Dreadnought. Does self-retreat away with those squads. Tech Marine does have the melt guns for still. Now the Dreadnought's receiving hits from multiple angles there. Doesn't have rear armor. But the Dreadnought is about ready to go down. Nice orbs all Messiah there, getting both of them. Apparently it can't actually get both of them there. But got repairs on multiple squads there. Wraithlord goes down the Melta gun there. We'll probably see a Melta Bomb next. Dreadnought may go down as well. Dreadnought does go down there as well. This launcher does connect. Melta Bomb does detonate there. 2 plasma grenades on the Assault Marine squads. Getting some great damage there as well. Another good hit there as well. And I think the Melta gun of the Tech Marine does get out. All the vehicles went down, but that's more detrimental to the Warp Spider. Because that's 2 Wraith Lords to 1 Dreadnought. You have a Falcon to be pulled out, a light skirmisher. It's not going to be great for the missile launcher. He's not immediately swapping out the missile launcher just yet, so the Falcon is a poor choice at the moment. He needs to make sure that missile launcher gets upgraded away, honestly. Elementary troops pushing their way forward. Does stop the proximity mine being delayed, as well as shot in the face of front of the Tech Marine. Warspire does teleport on that side, receives a shotgun knockback from the scout squad. And the Falcon's deployed on out, and the missile launcher still out in the field. That is not going to be a good Falcon. Falcon does receive a nice missile launcher hit there. Now he really knows, I'm not going to get rid of that. He sells the Melta gun, Melta gun, not Melta Bomb. As well as the Orbs on the side still available as well. And he has not upgraded Vanguard Veteran, so he has the Melta Bomb available. Speaking of which, 3, 2, 1, throw, and connects. As well as some melee hits there onto the Guardian squads. The missile launcher squad is falling back. It's regular unupgraded scouts in the mix as well, but does get some damage there. Another Dreadnought being deployed on out. That's perhaps even unupgraded. Doesn't need the Melta gun, multi-Melta against the Falcon. That's way overkill. So, keeping it unupgraded, or even upgrade the Assault Cannon, it's a Falcon. So the Assault Cannon will do decently well with the Falcon. And he gets the Melta gun shot off, and the Orbs on Messiah, and takes out the Falcon. Go for the Assault Cannon now. Unupgraded wouldn't be half bad either. Just start smashing the Howling Banshees. He does get a nice shotgun knockback onto the Howling Banshees, as well as a proximity mine there. The BPs are in favor of the of the Warp Spider by a small margin. Soon to be neutral capture, soon to be capture in favor of the Warp Spider, but this one will be captured by the scouts.
The chapter calls and we answer.
Tier 3 being researched by the Warp Spider Exarch. Upon seeing that Dreadnought, he will need to go for a Fire Prism. He will not be able to go for Seer Council.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Does force back the Guardian squad. Howling Banshees are now sprinting their way forward. We see a shotgun knockback. Yes, great shotgun knockback there. He could potentially follow up with a frag grenade as well. Or the Assault Marines. Not Assault Marines, Assault Cannon. Proximity mine here was not complete. It does spot that point there and receives a plasma grenade there. It doesn't have time to throw a frag grenade in return. Way too low in health.
The enemy is
The
captured.
Web Brigade severely wounded. He has to use the Assault Barrage there to perhaps hit both of them. Warp Spiders trying to decapture this requisition point. They probably will succeed.
Reverse the course of the battle.
And it's hard for me to see, but it looks like that's blue. There we go. It does get spotted there.
Scouts ready.
And doesn't actually finish it off.
The chapter calls and
The Dreadnought Pierce cannot detect it. He needs to get out another infantry unit there as well. And he's running around. Trying to stop this point from being decaptured.
Human squads and Falcons kill with their guns, I suppose.
And the Howling Banshees are going to run up north towards a Warp Spider.
Space
Marines on the field.
Scouts here.
Another Dreadnought versus the Avatar of War. I was not expecting the Avatar of War. I honestly don't think the Avatar of War is a good call at this point in time. I'm not so sure who actually wins in a fight. 2 Dreadnoughts or the Avatar of War. Actually, I think the Dreadnoughts will actually win that. I don't have really huge faith in the Avatar of War. Let's go ahead and get a nice shotgun knockback there, as this other scout squad will need to fall back. Assault Barrage does connect as well. Those guns and orbs on the side is still available as well. And the Tactical Marine squad still has a missile launcher, so there's a lot of items to engage. Oh, there goes the Howling Banshees entirely as well. So he's down to 2 Guardian squads. Those Guardian squads have to be running on capturing points. Warp Squad is also going to be used to capturing points as well, but the Avatar War has to be highly aggressive because he's going to be severely outnumbered, and his opponent has a lot of assets to engage the Avatar War. I wonder if he... Now he'll soon realize what he's fighting against, and he also does have enough red points for Eldritch Storm. Destroying these power generators will be nice. He has consumed all of his power. So this will prevent any deployment of Seer Council or Wraith Guard or Wraith Lords or any other power asset if it takes this all out.
Press on to victory.
He basically has to use whatever's... Wait. The Avatar War has been put out. He actually had enough to queue up the Fire Dragon squad as well, which is something very important as well. Be very useful against these Dreadnoughts. The DPs are in favor of the Tech Marine by a small margin and growing larger. The Avatar War, of course, has been spotted. Dreadnought could rush, that's the Assault Cannon one. The Missile Launcher could go over here while the Assault Cannon try to go in melee while the Missile Launcher fires some shots. Not sure that's a good idea. The Avatar War, it has that symbol up there. I don't think the Orbs of Messiah will actually work against the Avatar War. I actually have no idea. I'm not sure if the Melter Bombs can be targetable as well. Let's go ahead and jump on top of the Fire Dragon. He doesn't have the knockback immunity, the Dragon Scale armor. Got Global Repairs being activated now, trying to get the Dreadnoughts and tie up the Avatar War. The Avatar War is receiving quite a bit of fire there as well. Assault Marine squad is in the full retreat, does full retreat there. The Warp Extract has not been upgraded to Haywire grenades. We do have the Fire Dragon to support as well, being upgraded to Dragon Scale armor nail. Dreadnoughts receiving quite a bit of fire there as well. Trying to get the center point as well. Gets a nice assault barrage there, forcing back the Guardian squads. Also, he could have stayed around there and took the shots. It's not the campaign one with annihilates infantry units. The mod has nerfed that ability for good reasons. Fire Dreadnought is almost down, but Fire Dragon should be able to take it out. Got repairs being activated now, and now here comes the Eldritch Storm onto that top of these squads. Great detonation there. There goes the Dreadnought. I think you actually the Avatar War there, not the Eldritch Storm. Fire Dragon squad is falling back. Scout squad may be taken out there. No, one model's right there, so he's moved to be wiped out. Now the Avatar War can take time to hit that other Dreadnought. There's also a double capture in favor of the Eldari. The Scout squads need to go and capture on points. He's trying to prepare out the Dreadnought while in combat. At the Warp Side now engaging the Scouts as well, so the Dreadnought and the Scouts will need to fall back. The Avatar War is wounded, down half its health. Melter Bomb is firing as well. got the mark target ability being activated as well. Let's swap out his armor to the signal armor. Does take out the Avatar's War down to 22 health now and does have health regen. This is technically a heavy infantry unit. So now the assault. Here comes the big ability there, and Melting Bomb doesn't get the Avatar. Both players down to 3 squads, but I think the composition's better for the Warp Spider. Warp Spider himself is almost down. Salt Marine Squad Spider get wiped on out, and the Tech Marine's almost out of VPs. Trying to capture the point now, deploying out. I think that's no, that was a bluff. That was a massive bluff there. Just try to drop out of a drop pod. No Tactical Marine Squad, no Venerable Dreadnought there. That was a grade A bluff. That point will be decaptured. This point will be captured. The VPs are stabilized for now.
We shall make it so.
He lost his Salt Marine Squad. He has a lot of red points. No tier 2-3 yet, so no Terminators.
The enemy is capturing.
But you need tier 3 for the Venerable Dreadnought as well, don't you? And this point will be decaptured. Scouts are capturing up this point here as well, which will stall out the game a bit more. Both these Guardian squads here.
We shall make it so.
Going for a Seer Council as well. It's not looking good. What's this? Just a Tactical Marine Squad. He needs to get that upgrade to Stern Guard Veterans as soon as possible. Duplex Synchrony's drone does largely avoid it, but still got hit quite a bit. He upgraded Sergeants as well. He needs Stern Guard Veterans as adaptable squad. He desperately does need it. He's trying to type the Fire Dragon Squad from melee. It's just way outnumbered. There's a capture at this point there. There's a capture in favor of the Tech Marine.
With combat shotguns.
This one's finally getting their shotguns. It's level 4 with no upgrades. That's actually quite impressive. And when he sees a Seer Council squad, he probably should realize that he needs to get rid of the Melter Gun. The Melter Gun's nice and all, but it's not the weapon in this situation. Scout squad does fall back there. Guardians are fire shots captured at the point. And this point's being captured up as well. If he would have kept that Assault Marine squad, he actually could have won. But at this point in time, it was a good game played by both players. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And let's go on to a 2v2. I'm gonna go ahead and Alt-Tab, switch out my HUD, my layout for a 2v2, and I do have a pair of 2v2, two 2v2s. Blah. Like saying, it's like Computer Heroes 1 or Computer Heroes 2 all over again, saying 2-2-2. Oh, if you're still in the Rumble, I did actually took a look on my other computer as well. I do see my stream live on the main channel on the homepage of Rumble. Didn't see the editor's pick section, but in the live section. Let's go. Old Boy Anter. I actually do recognize that name. Maybe he's trying out Tyranids? Oh, let's go ahead and take a look. I usually see Anter playing Daemon Hunter. Maybe switching mains or testing out other mains, because it's level 1. That's probably not switching but testing. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Chaos Lord. We have a funny man to you. Spawning as his teammate as the Ravener Alpha, we have Old Boy Anter. So on the north side as the Hive Tyrant, we have a foreign name, and his teammate, the Chaos Sorcerer, a foreign name. Chaos Sorcerer charging forward, trying to sneak on forward as well. He is fighting against a Ravener Alpha, so his cast, early game cast, should be very effective versus all the light units. Duke, of course, got a hole right here, and now if you didn't realize it's a hole right there, because I can really blend in the terrain, now he does. Oh, great, I got the Tyranid Announcer. I hate the Tyranid Announcer. And he completely whiffs that cast. Over here, we do got the Chaos Lord charging forward, trying to get the Termagants. Hive Tyrant trying to engage the Chaos Marines. Termagants engaging the Chaos Lord as well. Over here, the Ravener tunnels can be cleaned up by the Chaos Lord, not Chaos Lord, the Chaos Sorcerer. Hormagaunts tying up the Chaos Lord in melee as the Termagants are dancing around in front of the other Termagants as well. And the Chaos Lord does fall back. This Termagant squad may need to fall back. It's quite wounded for the Hive Tyrant. Ooh, he may need to fall back as well. Staying a little bit too long. And gets wiped way too long. Chaos Sorcerer has stayed around a little bit too long as well, but he will retreat in time. We've got two Heretic squads here. Take a quick look at everybody's build queues. Actually got built Spore Mines there. Which should be very effective versus those Heretics. We do got, of course, the Termagant for the Hive Tyrant. We got an uncommon build opener for the Chaos Sorcerer. It's just straight up Heretics, which is not bad for Chaos Sorcerer since he can eat or consume the models there for energy. For the Chaos Lord going for Chaos Marines and Heretics, pretty standard. And over here we got the Hormagaunts and two Termagants as well. So far, Team Blue side has gone for slightly uncommon, but you've got some nice grenade launchers as well. You may see a model detonation there onto the Hormagaunts there. Grenades running in on the Termagants, getting some great AoE damage. The fact that he's targeting those guys is actually really, really good. Grenades do AoE damage, and these guys are very vulnerable to AoE damage. Spore Mines being pursued by the Chaos Lord. Can the Chaos Lord defuse these landmines in glorious melee combat is actually pretty good, since Spore Mines are weak AoE disposable units. And of course, with any AoE weapons, you would hit a lot of models, not single targets. Grenade launcher squad so is quite healthy, getting some great hits there on these Termagants. They're trying to deactivate that point there as well. Knockback grenades hits the wrong squad there. Does get one model the other squad. I think he was trying to get those knocked down to get extra damage for when he tried to retreats back. It takes a bit of time before retreat. We got the Seismic Roar ability from the Rending Talons. The Termagant squad has knocked out the Toxic Sacks there. We see the snare effect there. And this Termagant squad will need to fall back, sustaining too much fire. The front being wiped at this moment. It's getting hard for them to move around as well. Hormagaunts and Termagants do fall back as well. This guy does fall back. Heretics maybe will finish off this Termagant squad. It is quite wounded, but it's going for the generators. Over here, we got a Warrior Brood upgrade of the Barb Strangler. Nice AoE suppression weapon. Doesn't have the same range of a grenade launcher squad, but will be effective versus Heretics nonetheless. One generator has been cleaned on up. Looks like there's one Synapse generator, and there was two Chaos generators. Warrior Brood taking time to engage in melee against the Power Node. I think the AoE weapon is actually pretty effective versus buildings as well, so it's not really necessary. We've got multiple grenade launcher squads now deployed out, making its way forward. The Chaos Sorcerer is currently unupgraded. Ravener Alpha not upgraded for anything at the moment. And the Chaos Lord is unupgraded as well. Good bolts there as well, but the Chaos Sorcerer does fall back, quite wounded. You may see some knockback grenades there. It does suppress both of the squads. Knockbacks most of everything, but not the Termagants or Hormagaunts. These squads are making their advance, trying to get some good damage on in. The Chaos Heretics are falling them back. We've got the Chaos Marines perhaps eyeing for some of the heavy cover up here, as these guys are making a soft retreat away. Not really wounded at the moment. Power point will be deactivated, but he's going to try to decapture it now. If he force fires the ground between these two generators, should be able to get them both splashed. Here comes the bolts. getting some great damage there onto the Warrior Brood. And the AoE grenades are raining on it. Does get nice suppression there. No knockback grenades at the moment. Hormagaun's trying to time with melee, but tying up the Chaos Sorcerer melee is not what we want to see. And nice knockback grenades there. Oh, good AoE hits there as well. That's Heretic Squad's down to 3 models there. Does fall back. Hormagaun's are ripping them apart. Does get some good AoE damage as well. Forcing back both the Heretic Squads. The Hormagaun's is still alive, but barely though. Getting way too far forward. Will need to fall back entirely. May potentially get wiped out, but unlikely. Yep. Skips out 1 model there. Hormagaun's ripping apart the centers, being upgraded the adrenal glands as well. And now the Chaos Lord is being upgraded the armor of the Inferno. Let's get some nice snares there with the Toxin Saps. Looks like Tier 2 has been coming up from multiple players. We've got Tier 2 for the Hive Tyrant, Tier 2 on the way for the Ravener Alpha, Tier 2 for the Chaos Lord, and no Tier 2 for the Chaos Sorcerer. Heretic Squad will fall back with the Aspiring Champion left. 1 generator does go down there. Warrior Brood pushes way forward, does fire the Marble Strangler. Got 2 sets of stun knockback grenades there onto the Termagants on the high ground. Does fall back in time. And down south, got the Hive Tyrant advancing, trying to gaze these heretics there. Hormagaunts are falling back. Termagants are still firing away. And the Heretic Squad's going to try to top the melee. We got a Capillary Tower being deployed on out. Sort of blocks his Hormagaunts on the tree path, but it's fine. Now the Chaos Lord has been through the Bloody Blood Ball, which of course grants him the sweeping Doom ability. It's sweep in front of him for weapon knockback. And it's also got the armor of the Inferno, getting to let the galaxy burn, short-range artillery barrage ability. I call it artillery, it's basically artillery. It's actually, I should say short range. Most people use it short range for reduced scatter, but it's more mid-range artillery. Ravener Alpha has been upgraded with melee weapons. Acid Spitter. Actually, that's a... Okay, that's supposed to be the AoE melee. I'm not familiar with this upgrade. Great increase in Ravener's melee attack. Grants splash damage, piercing, and degrees in front of them. Hardened Compare Case grants the burr ability. That gives them like the ability to simply, though, go around camouflage underneath the ground. Ritual being activated there. We've got a Tyrant Guard there, knocking back these forces. Though the Tyrant Guard needs to fall back as well, as he's quite wounded. So not falling back. The Termagant Squad down to 2 models left, very, very low health as well. Still, they got their Ritual activated, gaining the nice buffs and benefits to this Chaos Lord. The Hive Tyrant needs to fall back as well. Does use Size of Pure ability there as well. Plus, the Chaos Lord will go down there. Hive Tyrant down to very low health. Tyrant Guard gains some health regen there. Termagant Squad will need to fall back. Looks like the Swords out a fresh Capillary Tower there. Termagants and Hormagaunts can stay around as the Termagant Squad fall back. Haters are falling on back as well. That's the Hive. The Ravener Alpha has also been upgraded to Strengthening Sinew, increases the speed by 1.5. That should be very handy indeed, because that also affects the Burrow ability. Marauder Warpfire has been researched, grants the Warpfire ability, gives them like a small creeping barrage ability. Oh, that. Oh, 2 health remaining. It is still revealed and does get knocked back by the Burrow ability, allowing the Termagants to get the kill there. That is an AoE weapon. It's good against for engaged AoE, such as those those heretics, but not exactly good against a one-on-one fight against the Chaos Sorcerer. They're not being deployed out by the Chaos Lord, and the Hive Tyrant's being upgraded to the Bonded Exoskeleton. Over here, the massive gains push down south as well. These Heretic Squads do fall back, and now do have a Xenothrope deployed on the field. The itself should be very effective versus the Heretic squads. Getting some good hits there on the Chaos Marines as well. All generators destroyed right there, and all generators have been destroyed here, and it's also not been captured. He may be behind to flank his opponent, or his teammate's opponent. We got another capillary tower deployed there. I probably saw a little more right there. You also got some Rippers now deployed on field. Got the Chaos Not charging forward, has been up as Mark forward. And the Termagants coming to flank the Warrior Brood as well. And the Ravener Alpha's camouflage or burrowing forward. The extra speed will allow them to close this quite easily. And does not get spotted just yet. And it's no real targets for him. Iron Guard is now being healed right there as well. And we'll see quite a bit of use there because there's no anti-vehicle weapon in the region. Taking his teammate right there. And now here comes these guys pushing forward with grenade launchers, but does get funneled up by and does get forced back as well. Got Tyrant Guard deployed out by the Ravener Alpha as well, and supporting the Hormagaunts. Total Multiplication. Ooh, that's a nasty upgrade. Gives you a 10-second mind control building, which I think is a channel as well. That can be quite nasty. Decisive Roar ability was utilized there. Hydrogen Wolf is falling back. Could receive some melee hits on the tree as well, though it does have over 100 health remaining, so it should be able to fall back. Iron Guard does force back the Chaos Sorcerer well, and the Chaos Sorcerer goes down once again. Iron Guard will be cleaned up thanks to the Dreadnought able to crush it. The Capillary Tower will be cleaned on up. And the Ravener Alpha does not manage to retreat in time. Termagant is seeing quite a bit of fire there. We've got Bloodlust being put up by the Chaos Lord. Let's use a Toxin Sack ability to time slow him down a little bit. Grenade launcher squad's now advancing as well. It still needs an anti-vehicle weapon to gauge that Tyrant Guard, especially when he can just dig in the ground and heal himself up. The Pillar Tower does go down. And that Tyrant Guard has free reign, but his opponent is now flanking him. Tyrant Guard versus Tyrant Guard. The problem is Tyrant Guard will lose because he's severely unsupported. So we've got a Capillary Tower being deployed out right here as well. This is Reds. Looks like the Hive Tyrant is going for Tier 3. Chaos Sorcerer has Tier 3. The Ravener Alpha is going for Tier 3 as well, while the Chaos Lord is not going for Tier 3 at the moment. Power Generator is being hit here as well. Great knockback grenades, knocking back all those heretics, getting some good damage there. And Generator has been rebuilt as well, and one of them has been wounded. The point has been deactivated, could be reactivated. It may have been reactivated at the last moment before the point got deactivated. We got two Termagants here, and the Hormagaunts as well. What the Galaxy Term has been cast as the Tyrant Guard is charging forward, which is not so great for the Chaos Dreadnought. Grenade launchers are raining on in, but will get flanked. This grenade launcher squad does get forced back. You may see some knockback grenades here. There's a lot of targets here, and this Heretic squad just gets overwhelmed. One Generator does go down there as well. Chaos Lord is advancing as well. Xenothrope gains the long range there as the Ripple squad does fulfill its role of being ripped apart. Good cast there, but it didn't less damage as expected. Maybe that ability was nerfed last time I checked. Heretics are trying to run away from these forces. The Bloodletters could fall back. It's not in a great position for the Bloodletters. Got Barb trying to push them forward, and now we've got the Hive Nodes now engaging. Hive Nodes are much more effective versus infantry units. The Bloodletters looks like are being sacrificed, but didn't get wiped out there. And now the Tyrant Guard is trying to go for these sentry guns that slowly receiving quite a bit of damage. It does use the mind control ability there on the Warrior Brood. Fire some shots there, but both does wear off right now. Chaos Dreadnought receiving quite a bit of fire there, but the Hive Tyrant is also near death. Should be able to keep on out of there, and now we've got a Nerve Throw being put up on the Hive Tyrant. The Nerve Throw is close to a much heavier version of the Zenith Throw. And there goes the Chaos Dreadnought to the Tyrant Guard. It looks like the Chaos War is losing a lot of assets right now. That's not what he wanted to do. There's 2 Chaos Marine squads. Looks like both of them upgraded plasma guns. Marcus Zinch. He doesn't have any repair squads at the moment, nor does he have tier 3. Goes for tier 3 right now. Oh! Didn't he have 2? Maybe he just had the 1 and the other one was just sort of marked or lingering around from the previous dead squad. Now we've got a Neurothrope being pulled up out of the Ravener Alpha as well, and the Great Unclean One by the Chaos Sorcerer. I was like a big fan of the Great Unclean One. It's probably a good idea to pull it out. The Chaos Portal having that ability ready at any point in time would be nice. He has a lot of requisition as well. He needs to get out some more power generators for their team. He needs more power. He's going to use a bit more power as well. Let's use the mind control ability there on the Warrior Brood. Warrior Brood is charging up forward as well, trying to tie up stuff in melee with him, trying to make him draw fire, and the mind control does wear off now. Another Capillary Tower being deployed on out. More power generators being deployed out here, and they're not being focused down as the power generators are being built. That is the Zenithrope. The Zenithrope, can it not capture points? Or can it only decapture points? Honestly, I'm not super sure. Oh, it can capture up points. I would have had. I was curious whether or not it had the same properties as Sentinel. Another power generator does go down as well. Hive Tyrant Guard does make its advance as well. Generator will be destroyed here. These power generators may get cleaned up as well. Red is losing a lot of power generators, that's for sure. Now the Great Unclean One has been put out with a support 2 grenade launcher squads, and plus as well as he's classified as Daemon, so the rituals should give him extra health regen. I could be mistaken about that. Tyrant Guard keeps good damage on this Heretic squad, has plenty of models for mating, but will need to fall back, pretty low in health. Tyrant Guard's trying to burrow on the ground, trying to get some health regen there. This Heretic is staying alive because the actual grenade launcher squad over here is still alive. And nope, does go down there as well. He does do proper like shared HP damage there to prevent that sort of thing from happening, because the Surrounding Chamber cannot go down unless everything else goes down. Both Heretics, those grenade launcher Heretics do go down. He's wasting those squads. Let's manage to get his capture up the Warrior Brood once again. Grabs the Zenithrope. And you can grab the Zenithrope because it's classified as heavy infantry. Making some great melee hits there. Does do a full retreat with it now. As Chaos Marine Squad is falling him back, he needs to pull out more assets. Not looking good for Red Team at the moment. The other Zenithrope is right here, as Red is trying to push back to his base. No anti-vehicle weapons. Yeah, I probably would go for Terminators myself at this point in time, but the Predator is not half bad either. And here comes the Great Unclean One. He's probably going to vomit. There's a Chaos Portal right there, trying to nuke his opponent's base. Does get some hits there. Does actually the Demonic Shield ability right there, but he does go down. But the Demonic Shield would be very useful for the Great Unclean One. Does grab the Warrior Brood there. Looks like Warrior Brood has ditched its Bar Trainer weapon and it's gone for. No, that's a fresh Warrior Brood. Does have an anti-vehicle melee weapon there, but the Great Unclean One is also a pretty effective melee unit himself. Zenithrope going for melee, which is not exactly a great idea. Good hits there, and now Zenithrope's now under siege. Over here, Chaos Predator is trying to engage. No variance just yet. Can't really get it not being upgraded because he needs to keep those guns firing at the moment. Tyrant Guard is being focused down by the Predator. And the Chaos Sorcerer has respawned. Very clean once there's plenty of health remaining. Those is out of energy. He's trying to go for the Zern Throw. Maybe a good idea to go for the Warrior Brood right now. Chaos Predator severely wounded. Didn't realize how low health it is. He does not have any heretics for repairs. He needs a heretic for repair. The Hive Tyrant has been upgraded with the 18th vehicle melee weapon, Crushing Claws. Now it's starting to use the charge right there. Does manage to fall back. And the Hormigaunt squad may get wiped out right there. No, it does not. Iron Guards on the region. Now going for a Heretic squad for repairs. Should have got that a long time ago. Carnifex being deployed out as well. Red's trying to claw themselves back to the game, and the Great Unclean One goes down. I think he spent too much time running around that Zenithrope and not against the Warrior Brood. The Chaos Sorcerer does have a Chaos Predator here, Nurgle variant, which just means anti-melee. And the Chaos Sorcerer goes down once again. Does have access to it's the poison effect, or it looks like poison, but it's really an incendiary effect how it's coded out. Rippers are doing their job of getting ripped apart, and now the Termagants are getting hit as well. Predator has received some help there. We do have now Terminator squad up on the field. The red team is starting to claw themselves back at the game. There's 18 tickets remaining, not a whole lot of tickets. Red is capturing the point now. The Ravener Alpha will capture the point before it goes down. I think it's gone down. Nope, the Ravener Alpha is actually still alive. I'm not sure what actually went down right there. That could have been the Ripper squad. Predator's falling on back as well. And now it's getting repaired by these heretics now. But we've still got the Nurgle in the region. And the Chaos Force needs to get out some heretics for repairs. We may be setting up with another Predator tank. Another Predator tank wouldn't be half bad. There's a Zerg Growth ability. Trying to nuke the Chaos Terminators, but they do have plenty of health to deal with. And we've got temporary Bloodletters now summoned out by the Chaos Lord as the Chaos Predator is racking away from the Hive Tyrant. Got another ability being casted by the Nurgle there. Nope, it's actually the reinforcement getting one upgraded Termagant, one upgraded Hormigaunt. More Bloodletters being researched as well. He's lost his heretics for repairs. Over here we've got the Carnifex advancing as well, getting some great hits there on the Chaos Predator. It is an anti-vehicle Carnifex versus the anti-melee Predator. A tank, I think you could say. The Chaos Sorcerer's tank has gone down. He's gone for some Chaos Terminators himself. Got the auto cannon upgrade the Terminators, which means he gets anti-everything damage. And he's actually the Chaos Sorcerer's Chaos Predator as well. The Red's going to be capturing the northern flank on the map, all by himself. Northrop has to fall back, got the Bloodletters trying to engage the blue Terminators. Blue's counting down the tickets quickly. They're down below 74 tickets now. While Red still has 18. They do teleport away as well. At this point, it has still been captured up. There's been no units trying to recapture that up. We do also now got a Swarm Lord put up with the Hive Tyrant. Red's base is captured on the northern side of the map. We've got some extra generators up here as well. Chaos Predator here is still severely wounded. Has got out. Looks like he just lost that Heretic squad. I just saw a Heretic there, but it's completely gone. And I thought he had plenty of health. Guess not. Must have been exploded by something. Warrior Brood will not go down. We'll be capturing the point there. That would be triple capture. Maybe game. Triple capture at this point in time. That is very little time to stop that. Got this point decaptured as well, but that still may not be enough time. They need to decapture something else. This is not going to be decaptured. This one's not going to be decaptured. Blue's going to lose the game. Red actually clawed themselves back to the game. Terminators do go down. These guys are going to need to just capture that point as best they can, but 5 tickets, 2 tickets, no, that's game. They didn't get even 1 point decapture time. This is Anagram saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And let's go for the last, one more 2v2 for the night. And long load screen. That was this one here. And on to this replay. So I got 2 Space Marines, 1 Imperial Guard, 1 Chaos. I think the Imperial Guard regiment in this region has been corrupted by forces of Chaos. And hopefully there's a 2 Ordo Malleus guys to rectify that. Greetings everyone, add grade here. Actually, the music playing? Yeah, the music is playing. Greetings everyone, and grade here of another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Chaos Sorcerer. We have a foreign name. Spawn as a Lord Commissar teammate, we have Rise Feed. Spawning as the opponent as the Force Commander, we have Jaiga Yuan, probably butchering that, and his teammate as the Brother Captain. We have Kay Golinsky. Chaos Sorcerer and Brother Captain now engaging out in glorious melee. And the Brother Captain's actually receiving quite a bit of fire. They're getting hit by all the Chaos Marine fire as well. Let's run into the sentry guns there, so it's receiving lots of fire. And use that ability right there. Bit of a waste of energy, honestly. Could hit the Inquisitor or Stormtrooper that just popped on up. Oh, very, very shiny. Extra shiny Smurfs have been deployed on now. And we got the Sentinel now receiving quite a bit of fire. Getting repaired up by the Imperial Guardsman. No Sergeant upgrade. We got the Sergeant upgrade now. And the Chaos Force actually goes down there. That's a big bit of an early loss there. Strike Squad will be suppressed by the base sentry guns. And will be forced back relatively shortly. We do got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers trying to stop the point from being deactivated there. Lord Commissar is making his advance as well. Sentinel still needs a lot of repairs. There's 2 pretty standard build opener for the Lord Commissar. We got Chaos Marine and Heretic squads. Not going for any additional Heretics. Usually we see 2 Heretic squads. Though in 2v2 it's not uncommon to see 2 Chaos Marines. Though it is the Chaos Sorcerer, which tend to have more Heretics. And over for Brother Captain, of course, got Inquisitor Stormtroopers and Strike Squad. There's so many different build openers for Ordo Malleus. I really had no idea what would be a good build opener there. Grenade Launcher Squad, very nice, before Aspiring Champion.
Your units fulfill your command.
You know, so far only 1 Tactical Marine Squad, but it's not uncommon, of course, like I said, to see 2 Tactical Marines. Chaos Marines getting some good damage there onto the Brother Captain. Getting some shots there as well. Gets a correct hit on the Strike Squad, getting some severe damage on them as grenades are raining on the Brother Captain as well. Knockback grenades there. It looks like they fully missed there. Or fully dodged, 1 and 2. We got Flamers here trying to quickly destroy any generators there. They do activate the point there. I'm not sure if there's any generators that were bashed.
You are losing us a victory point.
Chaos Heretics are receiving a bit of fire now. And the Brother Captain's now withdrawing. Force Commander and the Lord Commissar are engaging in melee, or at least the Force Commander is. The Lord Commissar is just capturing the point and taking pot shots with his blast pistol. No Stomp upgrade onto the Sentinel. So there's lack of crowd control there, but perhaps trying to skip out on his budget, try to get some power on something else at least. He did go for the Flamers first, and maybe that's what he spent his extra power on. And multi-last hurts? Not really that effective, honestly, and they don't even cover the VP in their current positioning there. So poor positioning there. We do got the Purgatation Squad now deploying out. Heavy Flamers. And now we've got the grenade launchers and Chaos Marines now advancing as well, trying to tap Scout Squad as well. That Scout Squad is getting ripped apart there and may get wiped out. Depending on the tree path well, Lord Commissar may get one hit in and doesn't manage to hit in. That Marine Squad is forced on back. Devastator deployed on out. That's got some full gen bashing over here as well. Good damage there on the Brother Captain. And now got the Perpetration Squad and Solar Stormtroopers making the advance. Knockback grenades and a preemptive location. Gets them fully knocked back there as those grenades. Chaos Sorcerer making his advance as well, trying to get some good shots on him. Does force back these squads. Motor Last Turret's still up and going. And we do got some Kajin Devils.
A new requisition point claimed by your allies.
Chaos Sorcerer is being snared by the Homes of Titans. He's getting some good damage down to the Strike Squad, but the Chaos Sorcerer is receiving quite a bit of fire as well. Grenades now raining on it, gets some good sporadic damage. A good shot there, cast there on the Perpetration Squad. Strike Squad does get forced on back. Noise Marines has plenty of health, which would be a great hit that Perpetration Squad. It does get forced into melee range. Of course, those Stormtroopers could have tied up the Noise Marines up in melee, but they were unsuccessful. And now the Perpetration Squad, or the Noise Marine Squad, is going to eye for these generators up here. Freshly built. Guardsmen were unsuccessful getting gen bashing there. Maybe they did get some generators, because we just saw 2 fresh ones deployed. Noise Marines receiving quite a bit of fire there from the Chaos Sorcerer, and now we got the Sentinel now advancing. We got the Unending Purge upgrade, which allows him to get some health regen per melee hit and range attack hit. Does get a nice little volley there as well, forcing back the Brother Captain. There's all Stormtroopers all coming as well. The Sorcerer does fall back as well. Great shotgun knockback there onto the Devastator Marines. As the Strike Squad is receiving quite a bit of fire as well. Lord Commodore could advance, could activate his shield there to absorb some shots. He does fall back as well. He could execute one of the models there to make him run faster, right? Ignore suppression. Grenades raining on in, gets some great AoE damage there to support the AoE damage of the Noise Marines. Also, the Chaos Marines, they could be upgraded the Chain Axe upgrade, the Mark IV upgrade, which would be quite useful for them in order to, or the Chaos Sorcerer to get a better frontline unit.
Allies may lose a structure.
Motor Last Turrets get some good hits there as well. A bit of damage there, quickly repaired up the Guard Squad. Actually, that's pretty far back. The it's overlapping fields of fire allows the Tarantula sentry guns there to protect the multi-las cannons. Interesting. Great hit there. And he's getting some great damage there with the Noise Marines as well as the Brother Captain now being upgraded to Nemesis Daemon Hammer, but it's not being upgraded at the moment because he needs to get to tier 2 and actually fully research. To which the Chaos Sorcerer is also getting tier 2 as well. Oh, no. Retarget to the other generator. He quickly killed off. Now they're basically equal health. He could have quickly taken out the other power generator if he would to actually mainly target it because it was freshly being built. Another generator going down as well. Red team has lost a significant number of generators to the various, gen bashing. Looks like the Force Commander has lost his scouts as well, so no cheap scouts capturing squad, and these requisition points have never been captured?
You may fail us this day.
If that's the case, that is a lot of lost requisition. Eric's are sending some grenades there onto the Brother Captain. Strike Squad down to 2 models. And we've got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers upgrade of plasma guns. Well, the strike models do not get hit by the splash there and does fall back
Allies
now.
have claimed a requisition point.
Chaos Dreadnought being deployed on out. It's got a, looks like a heavy weapons team was queued, then canceled. You really want to get tier 2 out.
Allies have taken the power.
Great hits there by the Chaos Sorcerer. now the Lord of Commissar is here to help as well. We got the Creeping Barrage ability being deployed out by the... what's it called? By the Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer will go down there. That last burst took him down to 1 health. Thought he was going to escape out, but he did not. Nor did the Lord of Commissar. Oof. Losing both heroes there means one of them has to spend requisition to revive. The other one could be revived by the other hero then.
You are losing us a victory.
We do now have a Rhino being deployed out by the Brother Captain, and another Scout Squad deployed by the Force Commander. Great knockback there thanks to the Nemesis Diamond Hammer. Motion Strike ability. And did that Noise Rune just get fully wiped out? Nope, he still has one model right there. Chaos Rune not deployed on the field. You got the Permutation Squad set on up. It is for the Sight Cannon, not the Conversion Beamer. That was actually get some decent damage there on the Dreadnought. Rhino has been spotted being upgraded to the last cannon. That gives more of a soft counter, not a hard counter to the Dreadnought. I think the autocannon still make the Dreadnought win a one-on-one fight. Now the Scout Squad being deployed with the Force Commander. Is he looking for snipers? Last cannon sporadically firing everywhere. Got a shotgun upgrade on this Scout. And both the Blues heroes are not redeployed at the moment. Great hits there, going for the last cannon. And the Chaos Headers could go and take time to repair it up. We do have a Pastoral Operative Squad being deployed out, likely to go for stun grenades. There's some long range hits there. The Scout Squad could repair up his buddies. Rhino there. And the Dreadnought does go down. Did not retreat back in time.
Position
Ooh.
point claimed by your ally.
Did the Heretic Squad just go down as well?
If that
Yeah, the
victory
Heretic Squad
point is lost,
was fully wiped in an instant. Didn't have the Spartan Champion whatsoever. Red was in the back foot for most of this game, but it looks like Blues now lost quite a bit. Got heavy weapons team. Is he trapped there? I have no idea what he's doing right there.
your forces obey you.
I call them tank traps, but I don't think they actually stop tanks in this game. They're called heavy cover.
Come forth and be bathed in fire.
We do got another Chaos Dreadnought being deployed out by the Chaos Sorcerer. Heavy weapons team still facing the wrong direction there. Now you got the Brother Captain now charging forward, trying to get some gen back here with the Strike Squad. You got the Tactical Marine Squad with plasma guns, and the Force Commander with being upgraded the Power Sword has the Power Fist at the moment, advancing. That will quickly get focused down there. And Force Commander does fall back, may run into the Demolition Charge there. They get wiped out by it. Could have been wiped out by it. That's a bit of a missed opportunity.
That's a good position.
Generator is being bashed by Blue now. Or still, say. Sentinels. Wait, that Sentinel came after the Casual Devils there, so that's actually a relatively fresh Sentinel. Strike Squads are advancing with the Brother Captain. Getting a nice knockback there on the Flamer Guardsman. And looks like Sentinel will stay alive there. These Imperial Guardsmen are getting ripped apart. And fully gets wiped out. Blue is losing too much at this point in time. They were doing quite well. We got Blast Master now deployed now. Another Dreadnought now charging on forward. We got this Rotation Squad rotating around. That's going to be affected there by the black, or not drug hit, but a good hit there. Incendiary grenade was thrown there as well. Fragmentation grenade thrown, or smoke grenade. Dreadnought receiving quite a bit of fire right there. He's being upgraded to Marcus Zinch in the middle of combat. This is not the time for upgrading to Marcus Zinch.
Forces
You are throwing away this game. Devastator Marine, oh not Devastator Marine, Heavy Weapons team does rotate around.
Triumph today. Your allies have claimed a requisition point.
Requisition point is now being captured on up. Noise Marines are trying to recapture the power point as well and erect a Excel file in return. Heavy Weapons team trying to set on up. May find a good opportunity here. We've got a Interceptor Squad, which is a teleporting melee infantry unit. It says jumping, but it's really teleportation. We do have the Sentinel now that's still severely wounded, does have the missile launcher upgrade. Running around poorly. I have no idea what's doing. Going to the VP, it really should get health before it goes out by lonesome like that. And once this guard squad does get ripped apart by the Tactical Marine squad, we will have another multi-las cannon here, las turret. Once it gets still this one model there, the other guys will have free range over it. Rhino's turret pregnant for as well. You've got the Flak Jacket, the Bionic Eye, and the Power Sword upgrade. No Xenos Power Claw on the Lord Commissar. Lord Commissar will need to fall back a little bit shortly as well. Wow, what was that grenade? That may have been the Sentinel. Oh, the Sentinel went down right there. Yeah, blue team are just throwing it. So I got the demolition charge has no exploder right there. And this looks like this last cannon will go down. You got an autocannon upgrade on this that heavy weapons team. Okay. Which will be effective versus the Rhino, as well against heavy infantry, but that's really about it. There's none on the front line for it. Blood Crusher's been blown out, very nice. Got the advanced targeting, which allows the vengeance rounds to help engage that Blood Crusher, but may get wiped right there. Nope, looks like we'll potentially escape on out of there. Cash Tail Squad pushing forward, does have a Sarge upgrade, does lose. Not going to be very useful in this engagement. No grenade launcher hits there. Got the Brother Captain activating the Mantle of Terra, grants the Battle Rise ability, healing allies by 3 health HP per second. So nice, the slow heal ability, but nice to have.
Weapons of sorcery and pain.
And now the guard squad will be falling them back. PowerPoint will go on down. You got the Tactical Marine squad engaging the Bloodletter squad, or Blood Crusher, and the Blood Crusher is engaging the Force Commander. The Force Commander is upgraded with anti-vehicle melee. You've got the Power Sword as well. Maybe a little bit too early to cancel it. Oh, nope, gets killed off there, which is good. Now the Power Sword comes out at the right time for the Casual Doubles. Following out a demolition charge right there is not something great. There's the targeting vengeance rounds being deployed right there as well. Getting some good damage there. PowerPoint will be captured by red. And the Blood Crusher, another Blood Crusher has been deployed on out.
There is no glory in pointless defeat.
Await your staff, sorcerer.
Taking position in the brush.
Sorcerer being upgraded the Rod of Warpfire. And we do got a fresh Rhino. This is a different Rhino. The last cannon one's still alive, so we got now the heavy bolter turret, which I don't believe does any suppression there. Just provides a small amount of anti-infantry damage.
That which you built, the enemy has destroyed.
That PowerPoint will be decaptured as well. Got Aurora ability being used right there. Force Command charging up as well. Does get forced back right there. Still one multi-last turret here. but can be quickly cleaned up by the targeting Cartagetors there. No demolition charger there. This would be perfect time for it. Let's use the vengeance rounds now, getting some extra damage versus the blast turret. Blood Crusher does get a good hit there. Had to retarget towards the Blood Crusher now. The blast turret is still alive, but will quickly go down if he gets retargeted. No, he may use vengeance round. I thought I saw one bolt was supposed to be vengeance round. Getting tied up in melee by the Blood Crusher of that Devastator there. And that Devastator will be forced on back. May see a demolition charge being activated right now. And again, no. Pulling out more demolition charges there, but he has not really been detonating them as far as I can tell. I think there's 2 demolition charges there. The Central Swarm does push its way forward, gain some good damage there onto the Imperial Guardsman. Gain some good damage there. The Inception Squad does fall back. Force Commanders in the mix as well. Last turret has been cleaned up. That demolition charge was spotted and cleaned up thanks to the sergeant of the Scout Squad. Another Dreadnought has been pointed out, going for more missile launchers, and largely failing at it. Gets some good damage, but does go down as well. Those demolition charges have been cleaned up as well. And that one as well. Now we do have a Chimera. Which we do see vengeance rounds not being about to be utilized, I'm guessing. Here comes vengeance rounds. Nope, no vengeance rounds. Nope, there's vengeance rounds there. Need some good damage down the Chimera, down, knocked out over 25% of its health. Over half the health is now gone. We got the sort of the last turret here as well. Getting some decent hits there onto the Imperial Guardsman. Does fall back with that Devastator. Vengeance rounds was utilized right there. Gets forced redeployed up there, falling back now. The Chimera does go down, and now we've got the Orbital Strike right there. That's going to be dead. Yeah, goes down before even exploding. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. Blue threw it away. They had such a great advantage. And then all of a sudden, everything starts dying. Good grenade there. Incendiary grenade does follow up as well. Good hits there.
Position point is slipping. You may fail us this day.
And now we've got a Terminator squad, Force Commander Terminator, I should say.
A new requisition point claimed by your allies.
Scout Squad does fall back right there.
The gods will attack.
And this Casual Devil Squad is being cleaned on up. What is going on? They played so well earlier this game, and now they feel like they just took a dumb bullet.
We have 100 points remaining.
We got the assault cannon deployed out on the Terminator Force Commander. Actually now being swapped out the Lightning Claws. And now being upgraded to assault cannon as well. Is he just trying to burn resources? He's successful with that. His red point's almost maxed out as well. Go for tier 3. Great special attack there. Keeping the lightning claws against those Imperial Guardsmen wouldn't be half bad as well. Gets the assault cannon upgraded at the wrong time. We got another got the Eternal War upgrade right there as well. Throws out. Oh, he actually has a chain axe upgrade on those Chaos Marines. Going for lightning claw as well. Okay, he just has to be patrolling at this point in time. Is the Chaos Sorcerer even... Yeah, he's reinforcing stuff.
Eternally eager. The Emperor's lapdogs. This is not the victory you promised us.
And going back to Soul Cannon, he's just wasting resources, isn't he? We got another Orbital Frag now being deployed on now. Oh yeah, I think if you already got an upgrade, you can switch back to it any time. I don't even know what he's doing at the moment. Brother Captain's pushing way forward as well, gets a nice hit there. Good hits there. He's gonna get a squad wipe there, and yep, the game's over.
This failure shall not be soon.
He went from really good to really bad replay. I have no idea what happened. This is Anna saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So, yeah, as I mentioned beforehand, actually I should mention, it's getting pretty late for me. It's going to be the end of the night for me. I need to get some sleep, and I actually hadn't had my dinner yet as well. So I need to get some food into me. Everyone, have a good night, have a good evening, get some good sleep. Enjoy.